on there. If you search for hashtag YourGlasto21, hashtag YourGlasto21, you'll see us on there. And we are live. I'd just like someone to let me know they can see that, so we do know it's not just me broadcasting to myself in a camper van. If anybody, we've got some viewers, 2 people viewing. This is brilliant. This is live from Ludlow. We have built a cardboard pyramid stage at Castle Square here at Ludlow Fringe. And if anybody in the audience who's live, anybody who's live for us, what channels are these people on? We're being watched on Steam Coast Twitter at the moment. If someone could just pop a message in and let us know that you can see and hear us okay, we'll get on with our show. We've got some performers lined up. We've got some green screen, some children on green screens coming up later on. We've got a DJ, a skating session last night with DJing. 5 people watching now. Blimey, is there anybody in our audience here watching here? We've got somebody on my own personal Facebook, a couple of people on Ludlow Fringe Facebook. I'm actually going to, let me just see if anybody, can anybody see us out there? And can you hear it as well? It works. Goodness me. Let's get on with this little show, shall we? I'm going to come out there now. So we'll zoom in on the pyramid stage. Hopefully you can all see that. And we will cut to our main stage here at Ludlow Fringe. And I think I'm actually just going to play our little Sting film because we've made a lovely little film just to get things rolling the way we like to here. So let's roll that film. Welcome to Ludlow Fringe. Here we are in Castle Square on a cardboard pyramid stage that we've built literally up here in Castle Square. I mean, you have to see it to believe it. It really is absolutely superb. And if I zoom in, you'll see me here. Whoops, why can't we see me there? That's not very good. Let's reset that. Oh, that's a bit better. Hello, everybody. I am Nick Corsten. I am the patron of Ludlow Fringe this year. And I'm absolutely delighted to be here on a cardboard pyramid stage here in Castle Square. We've got a capacity crowd in the mosh pit. Security are doing everything they can to hold them back. They're just rigid with interest, as you can see the audience there. And I'm actually going to come out from behind this box now, and I'm going to go on to main stage and welcome some guests onto the stage, because anybody who comes on the stage in front of this green curtain is going to be live and direct here at Castle Square. And I think it's worth me just giving you an idea about what we've actually got going on here. So this is the scene. This is the actual scene here in Castle Square in Ludlow. And if I come out here, tell me it's working. Is it working? Can you see me? Have I come out? It's a bit shaky, is it? It's frozen, has it? I wonder what's frozen. That's a shame. That might be just that camera that's frozen. Can you see me? Has it gone a bit hooky? Is the mobile internet a bit shaky, is it? I'm just going to check that that's working. So I am here in Castle Square in front of a green screen. And I'd like to welcome our first... Is it working again? So if I wave, is it sort of coming through okay? Brilliant, that's fantastic. I'd like to welcome you all to Castle Square today for the Ludlow Fringe, a very, very special event for me. I was born and bred in Ludlow. I'm a Ludlow lad, a Shropshire lad, as A. Houseman would have said. Very proud. I had a creative life growing up here. I was lucky to come to this school behind me. This was the old girls' college years ago. Girls' school. It then became Ludlow Grammar School when I was here. I had detention in that little window up the top there in the top left. I had to do lines every lunchtime because I was a bit of a naughty boy occasionally. My best friend was the headmaster's son. He lived around the side there in Dinham House, just next to Dinham House. And our boys' school and the grammar school was down the road. And it's very special. We had a town hall here once, and if you know that, there used to be a fantastic Victorian town hall that was actually known as Ludlow's Bad Luck. It was known as a carbuncle because it was so ugly in Victorian architectural terms, and the Victorians berated it. And I've been to concerts there, and I was a roadie for a punk band called The Exhumed. So it's very special to have been asked to be the patron of Ludlow Fringe this year. Very, very special. I'm just going to press a button and put myself up on the stage properly. There we go, that's a bit better. My son did come to help me, but he's a teenager and the sort of attention span of a gnat, about 3.5 hours in his case. So I'm all on my own, I'm afraid, today. So hope it's all going to work out. I'm very glad to be the patron of Ludlow Fringe because creativity and art means so much to me. I started a project called STEAMco, which is about connecting our kids with their art and our communities with their schools. Art is whatever a child loves doing that might help them make some money one day, might help them make the world a better place, or might help them make some friends. Their art could be painting or photography, cooking or coding, dance, design, DJing, robots or rockets. We've been making and firing rockets this morning. We've had a wonderful time with the children. We have connected. Parents have been working with their children. There's no app for that because the three greatest gifts you can give your child are some of your time, some stories, or their art. And I'm so grateful to my parents, my father, my mother. They can't pretend to have been the best parents, but they did their best. They certainly did a lot for the community. They ran a holiday arts play scheme for 17 years. And Dad was a town councillor, county councillor, district councillor. He helped raise the funds for the Millennium Green. So I'm very proud of my parents. And on Thursday evening, in Ludlow Church, one of the 10 Art Connects 21 events, we are going to be celebrating, not my dad, not me as a dad, but parenting and caring. We talk about creative carers at STEAMco, people who care about creativity, who care about children, and who care about all our futures. And I invite you all to join us this Thursday evening for the Art of Dads, an event with my father, myself, on Ludlow Parish Church, the real church, no cardboard fakes, and a man called Homer Hickam. Homer Hickam, actually, who wrote a book called Rocket Boys, about 4 boys in America who didn't want to be coal miners in that dead-end coal mining town, who looked to the sky and saw Sputnik and were inspired to learn to make rockets and ended up working for NASA. It's a true story, and that's that man, the author of that book, Homer Hickam, will be joining us in Ludlow Church via video link, as well as a number of other people. But this is Glastonbury Main Stage. The bands have been kicked off. There's no Coldplay, there's no Adele, there's no Kanye West, there's no Jay-Z this year. It's a stage for the people. We have turned the Glastonbury Pyramid Stage into the world's biggest art gallery, and I welcome you all today. Wherever you are, if you're in Ludlow, if you've got a passion, if you've got something to say, this stage is yours today. I'm going to be encouraging people from across the country to zoom in on a green screen, and we can put them on the screen as well. But first of all, I'd like to welcome to the stage here at Glastonbury Stage, the Pyramid Stage, the Cardboard Pyramid Stage. Big Ludlow Fringe welcome, please, for our fantastic accordion player. What was your name again, madam?
Marcia. Marcia.
And where have you come from today, Marcia?
All the way from Ludlow.
All the way from Ludlow?
Yeah.
So have I really? Well, I went via London for 40 years. Do you need a microphone held? We haven't got a microphone. Have you got a microphone stand over there? Hello, Fringe Office. Fringe Office. Do we have a microphone stand, have you seen over there? There were some yesterday. Can you see a microphone stand? You've had a tidy and you didn't see one. I've had a tidy. That's always a good look at a festival, isn't it? Fantastic. You come and tidy my camper van later on, do you think? Okay, well, not to worry. How can we do this? Because you need to get the microphone in front of you. I've got another. No, I'm using that tripod. Could somebody come and hold the microphone, do you think? I beg your pardon? Would you mind? That'd be amazing. Have you got a mask by any chance? Would you mind? I think you should, yeah. So excited to think that I grew up as a little boy here, and here I am on Glastonbury Main Stage, made out of cardboard. We had a session Friday evening called The Art of Cardboards, and a young man, Finn from Norfolk, said that cardboard is the gateway drug to making. Come onto the stage. So as long as you're on that little green screen there, you're on the stage. What's your name, young lady?
Matilda.
Again?
Matilda.
Matilda, and where are you from, Matilda?
Near Whitchurch.
Oh, near Whitchurch. We're importing assistants and helpers. Big round of applause for all the Fringe helpers this year, who didn't realise their job description involved them acting as a microphone stand. So I'll give you the microphone stand. If you could sort of just hold it in a place to catch the music and any talking, that'd be super.
I think you want to be around
On
the
the
side
side?
more, otherwise you'll lose all the Right, okay. Thank you. Is that enough?
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Do you want to do another one?
I don't know. Do you want another one?
It's lovely. Absolutely fantastic. How wonderful is this? If you happen to be walking by, if you go to hashtag your Glasgow, you'll see that we're actually on a cardboard Glastonbury pyramid stage right here, right now. And that lady, the lovely mustard cardigan, has just walked underneath the cardboard pyramid stage. Maybe one day she'll be on it, but she's just walked under it. If anybody'd like to come on the stage and maybe share a few thoughts or memories, maybe you've been to Glastonbury or you've got some musical memories or you'd like to say a few words, then do come up. But I'd love to hear another bit of accordion. Would anybody like to hear any more? One more? Anybody? Yes, that's a resounding Ludlow Fringe cheer if I ever heard one. The bikers are heading off to a Black Sabbath gig. They've had enough of this folky stuff. They're going to go and raise merry hell over there, I know. I've seen the Sons of Anarchy. I know what you lot are like. And guess who told me about that? My dad, funnily enough. He recommended that. Goodness me, that's rock and roll. So let's have one more, love it. One more, two more, whatever. This is just wonderful. Thank you so much. Absolutely wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for that, and thanks for your appreciation, because we are making it up as we go along, because that's what you've got to learn to do. You've got to learn to improvise, young man. You've got to be prepared to not be afraid to make mistakes. Are you edging off, are you? Thank you so much. Big round of applause for our accordion player there. Absolutely wonderful afternoon. And that's what we're talking about here, celebrating creativity. Would you like to come and say hello? You've got a green helmet. Wow, check you out. Would anybody like to come up and sort of be on Glastonbury main stage? Can you come and bring your dog up? I've never had a dog on Glastonbury main stage. I'm going to put my mask on. Let's get your dog up here. Come on. Let's get your dog up. Oh, Dad's got to come as well. Dad's the dog handler, is he? That's fair enough. Let's get you up on the stage here. Oh, Jack the Russell's not looking too happy about this moment. Oh, he's escaped his leash. There's a Jack Russell loose in the... Oh. Goodness me, you've got to see this at home, everybody. This is incredible. Absolutely amazing what's going on in the square here today. So if you've got a phone, if you go to #YourGlasto, you will see us on a cardboard pyramid stage here in Castle Square, because the green screen gets replaced, and it is just incredible. I'm sure you won't believe your eyes when you see it. Hello. Oh, you're not the little boy I was looking to say hello to. Goodness me. What's your name, young man?
Orion.
Sorry again?
Orion.
Do you want to squeeze in here? Squeeze in here a little bit. Orion.
Yeah.
What a fantastic name for a rocket kid. That is amazing, because we're all about rockets and inspiration, encouraging children not just to aim high, but higher than that cloud, because you know beyond that blue sky, it's blue sky, don't you?
Yeah.
So Orion, that's an astrology symbol almost, isn't it? Where have you come from, Orion?
America.
Oh, hang on. You've come from America?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this for a day or a weekend or for the rest of your life? What are you thinking?
Born in America.
I was born in it.
Oh, you were born in it. Goodness me, that's impressive, isn't it? Does that impress people generally? Do you find that sort of turns a few heads when you say that?
I don't know.
You don't really know. Okay, fantastic. What's brought you to Ludlow today?
It's my, I don't know if it's his birthday or not, but we've gone to get a dog ice cream, and we saw this happening right now.
Hang on a sec. They sell dog ice creams here in Ludlow now, do they? Okay. The world has gone crazy, hasn't it, really? The world has gone crazy. Well, not to worry. We're not going to get all sort of too party political about that, or philosophical. And you came here for the ice cream, did you?
Yeah.
So I was born and bred in Ludlow. And do you want to just come across here, because we might be chopping you off a little bit there. I was born and bred in Ludlow, and I know that Ludlow is the slow food capital of the world now, but it's also the dog ice cream capital of the world now, is it?
I don't know.
Well, you heard of it. And what are your thoughts on that, sir? Is it a pulling...
I think it definitely is a star attraction, yes.
Because the world has gone dog mad, hasn't it, really? The world does love dogs. That's fantastic. So whereabouts do you live, if you don't mind me asking?
We live about over there somewhere.
Oh, you live in Ludlow, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you live over there? Goodness me. Which school do you go to?
Moore Park.
Oh, you go to Moore Park, out past Richard's Castle way?
Yeah.
Fantastic. And how do you enjoy that?
It's good.
Good. Do they have rockets at Moore Park, do you know?
No,
They don't like rockets?
they do. They just don't have any.
Oh, okay, because I'm spending the rest of the week in the area going to schools, firing dynamite rockets off and making paper. Have you made a rocket this morning?
No.
Okay, because I think would you like to make a rocket while you're here? Sure. Would you hold my microphone for just 1 second? You're a very interesting character. So you're called Orion, which has got stars and rockets and space all over it. You're from America, like Elon Musk and Homer Hickam. You probably don't know Homer Hickam's story, and I'm going to tell you that one. And you're also the dog ice cream hero and expert as well. Hold my microphone a moment, will you? Excuse me. Okay. So we are going to make a paper rocket now. This is Blue Peter on the Glastonbury Pyramid stage, because Glastonbury is a place associated with rock music. If you stand in front of that blue bit there, Glastonbury is associated with rock music and bands on the main stage, but it's an art festival. And because there is no Glastonbury this year, we've taken over the main stage, and we're going to celebrate all sorts of art. Because art is what we call it when what we do connects us to somebody else. So your art could be painting or photography, cooking, coding, robots, rockets, dance, design, or DJing. And these are the rockets we're making today. Now, a rocket comes in 3 parts: the body, the nose, the fins. Yep. we make the rocket in that order. So we make the body, we make the nose, and we make the fins. So to make the body, we get a piece of paper and we roll it around a piece of plastic pipe like this. Oh, green's a bit silly, isn't it? Because nobody at home can see the green body, can they? Do you realise that? We'd have been making a rocket and they wouldn't have been able to see what we were making it with. So, piece of paper and a tube, we roll that round there like that, and we stick it down, but make sure you can take the pipe out. Really important, we can take the pipe out. There's your body. To make the nose, you need to cut out the shape of the nose cone. And when you've cut it out, you roll it up into a cone, seal it, and then pack it full of paper really, really hard. Okay? You appreciate this is all going out on the internet, and you worked that out, didn't you? And then to make the fins, you cut 1, 2, 3, and then you can cut the fins out from there, and you fold them to make a V and then a T. Somehow I think you're absolutely going to fly at this, and you stick it all together, put some tape on, and then we'll launch it. I've got a Stomp rocket launcher over there you can practice on, and then if you really want to risk it, we could use the high pressure system, which was developed by two dads in a garage in America called Keith and Rick, and that is off the scale. But only if the rocket's up to it, because we can go to 130 psi with that. So if your dad would like to come in now, you can both make that rocket. If you could just sterilise your hands first before you touch the equipment. Fantastic. Goodness me, Spider-Man's in town. Check him out. Spider-Man biker. Hello, mate. Good stuff. Loving your leathers. Epic. Right, I'll leave you to it. So I'm going to go back inside and have a bit of a jiggle around. We've got green screen video of children from across the country who've been doing some performances. We're going to show some of those. Come and knock on the door and when you're ready, and we'll fire your rocket. But you're happy with that at the moment, are you? Good stuff. This is very exciting. Very, very exciting indeed. Everybody's hard at work here in Castle Square making things. As you can see, I'm just in front of a green screen, in fact, in front of a camper van which we're travelling around this week. And as we just said to that young man, you know, we're looking to visit some schools this week. If anybody'd like us to visit their school, then we can do that in this next week. The next 2 or 3 weeks, actually, we're visiting schools all across the country on our Inspired to Learn tour. Inspiring our kids to aim not just high, but higher than high, by finding their art, by finding their creativity and connections. And most importantly here, as we're seeing here, is a father and a son working together to make a rocket. Absolutely wonderful. Local children, parents, everybody's gathering here today in Castle Square here in Ludlow. And it is really lovely to see our cardboard pyramid stage. We didn't worry too much about planning permission, we just knocked it up when nobody was looking, and here we are in Castle Square on a cardboard pyramid stage where at the moment a father and son are working together to make a rocket, and people just can't believe their eyes. It really is a sight to see. So we'll just zoom in on those guys there. As I say, I've got some footage of some children in a school in London, in Cheshire actually, and we'll come to that later on. I think what I might just do now is play a film of what we get up to at STEAMco, just to give you an idea of the inspiration and the opportunities and the buzz and the vibe of what it is we're up to. If you'd like to pop a message in the system, then please do that. At 4 o'clock today we're doing an artist skating event. We're going to have some people dialing in from Ludlow and from Hereford and around the country on that. So hopefully you'll be able to stay involved and be part of that. But let me just see if I can get this little video up to play while we get that running. And where is that video? There. Okay. So please stay tuned. We'll be running this video now just for a moment, and then we'll come back to you all very, very soon. We're all born artists. The problem is to remain an artist as we grow up. That was Pablo Picasso. And I think we've got to help our kids, all our kids, aim high in life. Not just high, but higher than high. We've got to help our kids find their passion, their art. So I'm Nick Corsten, I'm just a dad. I'm co-founder of STEAMco. One day maybe I'll be the CEO, I don't know. So STEAMco is a non-profit community enterprise that helps connect our kids with their art and our communities with their schools by running creativity days. And we want to get the whole community involved. We want people who've had kids, not had kids, got kids, whatever, to come and work with us to help us run these days.
It's magical.
What inspired me? Well, I saw a talk by Sir Ken Robinson. I read half a book called What's the Point of School? On what we should be teaching our kids. And I went to Camp Bestel, which is really a Glastonbury for kids. And I thought, I want this in my kids' school. I've got a lovely little film my dad gave me of me when I was 1 and him with my first ever train set. And I show that to kids in schools all over the country. And how my dad gave me the greatest gift. He gave me my art. Because art is what we call it when what we do might connect us to somebody else. So art could be painting, it could be photography, it could be cooking, it could be coding, it could be dancing, it could be design, it could be DJing, it could be robots, it could be rockets. The fun, the excitement that we have making and firing rockets in schools is to be seen, to be believed.
This is the best day of my life.
And this truck contains everything you need to run a creativity festival in a primary school. 30 coding kits with the BBC Microbit. We've got rocket making kits. We do cardboard challenge. We can do the egg drop. We've got a t-shirt printing machine so we can print I Love Art t-shirts. So the kids design their own logo, take a selfie. We've had thousands of posters of those done. That's with JR, French street artist JR. So we've got communities all over the country designing I Love Art logos, taking photos, and we sent them off to JR, and he's printed 1,000 of these off for us, which we're fly posting all over the country. So in lockdown, we got an Arts Council grant and we built a green screen TV studio. We've been live streaming events all summer. We did a 3-day Glastonbury event where we built a half-size pyramid stage from cardboard and code and ran 3-day events. We had Martin and Gary Kemp. We had Glenn Matlock from the Sex Pistols on stage alongside community artists, dads and their kids. And we had a young lad from Leeds called Lenny who played his piano on stage, all virtual. And that's what we want to do. Lockdown's not going to lift in a hurry, and we're running festivals from a spare bedroom here in Paddington, but we need people involved. We want people to collaborate for creativity.
I think they're doing fantastic work at STEAMco.
For me, collaboration is everything.
Elton John gave me the greatest gift. Actually, he made a film, I don't know if you saw it, with John Lewis, where basically he tells the story of how he was given a piano as a kid and worked hard and made literally $1 million. I saw that film, ripped it off, put our own subtitles on it, and Elton John retweeted it. It had 50,000 views in an hour, and I went on a 2-week UK tour from Cornwall all the way to Carlisle, showing that film, showing my train set film, talking to kids about art and creativity, letting off rockets, and inspiring schools across the country in our 12 days of Creative Christmas tour.
You've inspired one little boy in particular, a very quiet boy, and as that rocket shot into the air, we heard the words blast off come out of his mouth.
Innovation, technology and dreams rocketing up to the sky.
The state education system, we have a lot of people feel it's been narrowed and narrowed and narrowed, focusing on teaching and testing of highly academic subjects, which are important, which are right for some kids, but it's not for everybody. And some kids come out of the education system literally broken. 9 out of 10 schools in Britain have reported cutting the arts in some way or another, which is a real tragedy. And we're going to lose that cutting-edge creativity that made Britain so famous. Creativity is Great Britain, after all. The ideal future for me would be a whole load of these trucks on the road with passionate, enthusiastic, committed, creative people, helping connect kids with their art and communities with their schools all the way across the UK. As Albert Einstein said, imagination can take us anywhere.
I would like to have STEAM day in my class.
Well, here we are in Castle Square in Ludlow in Shropshire, and we've got a father and son on our stage at the moment, on our Glastonbury Pyramid stage, making a rocket, making a paper rocket, because we've turned Glastonbury inside out this year. We are bringing the art onto the stage. It's almost as if it's the world's biggest art gallery, and that art gallery is here, as I say, in Castle Square in Ludlow. We should be able to pull out on that actually. Why can't we pull out on that? Because we are in the wrong place. Let's try that again. Here we go. Let's do that, and now I can zoom out. Here we go. So here we are in Castle Square in Ludlow in Shropshire. Lovely, lovely, lovely town. My hometown. I was born and bred here many years ago. Then you used to wonder how many years ago it was. Let's just roll a lovely little film of this beautiful town. STEAMco proud to collaborate with Ludlow Fringe Festival with Arts Council funding and Culture Recovery Fund support from the Department of Digital, Culture, Media and Sport, for which we're very grateful. We're here on a cardboard pyramid stage, live streaming to Ludlow, live streaming to Shropshire, live streaming to England, Great Britain, the world. We are on a cardboard pyramid stage here in Castle Square in Ludlow. And we currently have a father and son alongside me here on stage making a paper rocket, which we're going to launch in a moment. This is a local lad and his father, and they're making a paper rocket, and we're going to launch that here on the stage because we've turned the tables here this year at Glastonbury. There is no Glastonbury Festival as such this year, obviously. You won't be surprised to know that, but you will be surprised to know that we've had a stage invasion and we've invaded it, and we are celebrating our art and creativity here today, and I'm tussling and bustling. If you really want to know what's going on, then there's the video. There's the GoPro. We are outside we're in a camping van basically in Castle Square here in Ludlow in Shropshire, and I might just go and turn that move that camera around a bit actually and get a bit more of our trailer. Let me just do that. Turn the mic off. How are you guys getting on here? I beg your pardon?
We're just doing the fins.
Just doing the fins. Afternoon, sir. We are having a lovely time here this afternoon in Castle Square. We're live on the internet. I don't know if you've got your smartphones out, but if you want to go to #YourGlasto21, you'll see us live on the internet, live on a cardboard pyramid stage, as if we're at Glastonbury. And we're having a fantastic time this afternoon. My name is Nick Corsten. My parents, Peter and Di Corsten, lived in Ludlow for, well, longer than I have. I was born here. They've been very active in the community, but they're not unique. Many people. It's the community that holds this town together. It's the people that come together. People like Anita Bigsby, the managing director of Ludlow Fringe, who's working tirelessly to bring this entertainment to you today. Fantastic range of events tonight. We've got Mark Thomas down at Ludlow Brewery. We're running our #YourGlasto. If you want to get one of our flyers, we're doing an event called The Art of Dads in Ludlow Church Thursday night. And we're doing the Art of Trains Tuesday night. So we're doing the Art of Trains for anybody who's interested in either model railways or the history of railways. We've got Christian Woolmer, we've got Baron Lord and Andrew Adonis, who's a former Transport Secretary and quite vocal in his thoughts around High Speed 1 and HS1, that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a fantastic week of events. We've got the Art of Bikes coming up. We'll do that next weekend. And we're very keen to visit schools this week. So if anybody would like us to come into their school to run a rocket workshop like this and launch a dynamite rocket in a school, then we're doing that as well. We did that in Ludlow Primary on Friday. It's a fantastic experience for young people, and I've been told that for some children it was the best day they ever had in school. One little boy in Chester spoke for the first time when that rocket took off, and that's why we call it art, as something that connects us, because it's those connections. We have to inspire our kids. Our kids don't need to be catching up with maths and spelling and literacy necessarily. Our kids need to be inspired to aim high, higher than high. This is our golden generation we're talking about here, our golden generation of rocket workers. I think they're slipping off the stage a little bit, stage right there. If you come back a little bit back to the middle there, Ryan, then you'll be on stage. And they're very close to finishing their rocket. Did your dad let you actually do anything on this, Ryan, or has he done it all himself? He looks like he's one of those competitive dads in the making here. Afternoon to the dog walkers. You're off for some dog ice cream, are you? It's over there on the right. Yeah, there you go. Have you actually come here for dog ice cream, really? Is that the PR pull this year, is it? Yeah, maybe it's not. It's non-committal. That and the beer. That's not bad, is it? Get the beers in, get the dog's ice cream in, any excuse. We've rumbled it. The PR strategy for Ludlow this year is dog ice cream, but it's really a front to come and have a pint at Ludlow Brewery. So I'm just going to move my GoPro and we'll get this rocket launch going. You ready to launch it? Yeah. Stay there then. So what we've got here is a rocket launching system. Please be very careful, sir, with that lovely hat. We're just about to launch a rocket, a paper rocket this young lad's made, and he is trouble, this chap. I'd hate you to have that hat knocked off your head. So this is a launcher made by two dads in a garage in California, Keith and Rick. And they made these, they invented them, and I sell them for them in the UK. So it's a pressure system. I pump air pressure with the bike pump down the pipes, and the air pressure goes into the silver pipe here. So I don't know how much you know about air pressure, Ryan, but I'm going to put 20 pounds of pressure in there. That's about the same amount of pressure as in a bike tyre. If I put 40 in, that's like a car tyre. Could you do me, actually put those glasses on? If I go over 40, you've got to have safety glasses on, I'm afraid. Your mum's all right, she's got her goggles on already, but you know, I'll beg your pardon, you're not his mum. Oh my goodness, is there a Matt Hancock moment coming up here, is there? Oh my goodness, you're not going to have to resign over this appearance, are you, sir? Come back on over here, let's get your dad in as well. We just need to make sure we're all on. So that's about 40, 60. So that's a tractor tyre pressure at 80. We're just about to launch a rocket. Please be careful with those dogs, because it is a paper rocket, and you know, anything could happen. Have they had their ice cream? That's all we need to know today. They've had their dog ice cream, have they? That's good. So we're pumping a rocket up. Oh. 100, no, oh. If you know anything about air pressure, 130 psi is a lot of air pressure. Put the rocket on the launcher, please, Orion. Now this is where we make sure you've got the pipe out, have you? Did you take the pipe out? You've got to make sure you can get that back on there. Keep it, that's it. Oh, right, this is a snug fit, this is good. Okay, I'm a bit of an expert on these things, you can probably imagine. Now, I don't want to spoil it for you. I actually like kids to fail, because when you fail, you learn. Would you agree? You learn, you make a mistake, you do it again. Security are on site. So the stealth and hasty officers just arrived to observe. Nothing to worry about here, madam. You go and watch it. It's the dog ice cream you want to be worrying about, not me. Okay. I don't really want to see you fail. Do you know what? We're going to optimize this design. We're going to fire it as it is. You've packed your nose hard. So when we hit that with the air, in fact, let me show you something really dangerous. When your dad's not looking. Hold my microphone a minute. Hold that microphone. 130 PSI. What do you think it's going to do to that paper?
Blow a hole.
Blow a hole in it. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
Pardon? That's like hitting something with a hammer. I don't know if the boys and girls can see that. We've vaporized that piece of paper. We vaporized it with high pressure. That's why your rocket was packed full of paper, because when we hit your rocket with 130 psi, we don't want it blowing a hole in the nose, do we? No, we don't. We don't, do we?
Yeah.
No, we don't, do we?
Yes.
There's a logic at work here. I think he's probably right, isn't he? Because he's actually saying, yes, I'm right, but I actually want him to say no. I'm not going to argue with Orion, actually. He goes to a super school up the road, Moore Park. So hold that handle there, left hand, just left hand, don't touch the bit at the back, just like I am there, look, but with your left hand, like a little gun. In a minute, you're going to pull that blue thing towards you with 2 fingers, like a chroma crab, yeah? Yep. You might find it a bit more comfortable the other way up. Thumb on top, that's it, just the fingers. And you're going to pull that back when we say. I'm going to point out a design flaw in your rocket. and that is that there's a hole in the end, and at this, no. Come, it's a bit competitive, whoever this is, this person from your office. Air, in theory, is going to go through that nose and escape there, so it won't go as high as it possibly could. However, I think because you've packed your nose so intensely, I think it's going to have that effect. Sir, could you put your helmet on? We're just about to launch your rocket, and I don't want any insurance claims off you. You'll be all right. Okay, you've been warned. We are going to launch this rocket then. Let's get that pressure back up. It's amazing how I can drag a sort of a 6 nanosecond event, isn't it, out into about 20 minutes. So we're going to launch this rocket now. We're going to go back to 130 psi. Oh. Now, Ludlow Fringe. I won't have anybody saying that these kids need to be worrying about catching up. I won't have anybody say these kids need to be doing extra maths and English or losing £25,000 in net projected income. This is our golden generation. We need to encourage and inspire these kids. And STEAMCO, the project I co-founded 10 years ago in my son's school, is about connecting kids with their art. Whatever they're passionate about, let's nurture that passion, help them follow their dreams, and connecting communities with schools. Take a postcard, madam. I've got 1,000 in the van. You're welcome to have one. We need to come together as a community. We should not be complaining about children and young people if we're not prepared to support or help. And that's what STEAMCO is. It's a community enterprise to inspire communities to work with kids. So are we ready, Orion?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. You're not ready then?
I am.
Okay, well, it's a smart cookie, this one. Okay, right, 130 PSI, Ludlow Fringe. What I was trying to say was, can we have a massive countdown to encourage not this child, not just this child, but these two here, that little girl there, because they need us. They need their parents, they need their carers, they need their community. So after, I'm not going to do a countdown for starting the countdown. Ludlow Fringe, can we have a massive countdown, please, for Orion's rocket made from 2 pieces of paper and some sticky tape? Glad you could join us. 10, 9, come on, 8, 7, 6, live from Glastonbury, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boo! Oh dear, as Michael Caine used to say, you only blew the flipping nose off. Can you go and stick that on a bit better, please? I think you forgot my latitude, longitude. Look, that was so wow. So what happened there was we hit the nose cone so hard, the nose cones went to space and the body got left behind, as sometimes does happen in the real world. So if I were you, I would take that back. Would anybody else like to make a rocket? Would you like to make a rocket? We're making rockets here on the Blue Peter table here. If anybody'd like to come and make a rocket, you'd be very welcome. We're doing a whole range of events. If you're from Ludlow, we've got the Art of Dads event in Ludlow Church Thursday night. We've got a beautiful cardboard model there that Darryl Wakeland's made for us. And we're doing an event called the Art of Dads. Not that my dad's any special, or neither am I. We're just talking about how the role of parents and carers and community can support our kids. Now, my technique for the nose cones is to diagonally strap your tape. What happened to my rocket? I had one earlier, didn't I? Oh, there it is. So you see how I've done it diagonally there? You sort of crisscross up, a bit like a maypole, the top of a maypole. I don't know if you're old enough to remember maypoles. I must admit, I do like to show off. I might just fire mine while we're waiting. Let's have a quick look. So this is the one I made earlier, because I am a Blue Peter child and I am very prepared on some things. Okay, so this is how they can go. Let's put this up. So this is my rocket. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh wow! No, that didn't go very straight, did it? I'd love to know why that was. Maybe my fin or my nose is a bit bent. Now, this is, we're not going to be messing about with this one, I'm very sure of that. The danger is to keep putting tape on, and all you're doing is putting tape on top of tape. You need to kind of get some lengthways tape, really. Yeah, I'd love to know why that went off. You see the fins, I wonder if it's because they're not rotationally symmetrical. Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah, they should. How many degrees should there be between each of those? Do you know how many degrees there are in a circle? So how many fins have we got? How many fins have we got? And if it's 360 for the whole round, and we've got 3, how many degrees should there be for each? Not quite, not 180. Because 3 180s is 540. Don't worry, well, you'll get there. It's 120. Because 320s is 360. So that's an interesting lesson. We've learned about rotational symmetry, maths, forces. That looks pretty good. I think this is a super rocket. If we can keep that nose, if we can keep the body connected to the rocket, I think we're on the nose. I think we're going to be fine, actually. Oh, we've got an Elon Musk fan in the house. You a bit of an Elon fan, are you? Who's that? Were you? I'm going to... Good Lord, we'll get you up in a minute, mate. Goodness me, I was hoping one of the old school would rock up today. Sorry? Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Have you got a phone in your pocket? Because we're green screening at the moment. We're live streaming from a cardboard pyramid stage. Oh, did she? Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, fantastic. Lovely to see you. Because you used to live out Stanton Lacey for a while, didn't you? Yeah, lovely house you had out there. Goodness me. Well, that's serendipity, isn't it? That man there's got an Elon Musk t-shirt on. And I used to go to school with him. It's hard to think. I'm obviously 21. He looks a bit older than me, doesn't he? But it's incredible. Don't do the maths. Right, I think this is going to be a good one. So get ready. Let me put the air pressure in. Are we all ready? Okay, Ludlow Fringe, please be careful with those chips, ladies. I don't want any rockets in chips. Okay, just put your hand over it. We're all right. Well, they're not chips. Dog ice cream, is it? No. What is it? A gyro. Oh, my goodness. So where do they do those then? They're lovely, aren't they? Are they good? I might have one of those. My son mentioned that, actually. It's my wife's birthday today. She's in Cornwall. I'm here, so I'm going to treat myself to a gyro, I think. Right, enough chat. Boys and girls, please be careful. We're just about to launch a rocket. Young man, you don't need to run away. We're going to launch this rocket. You're at a safe distance, R2-D2. Fantastic. Don't stand at the back. Your sister's going to block the view, mate. You're not going to see a thing there like that. Okay. So you're standing behind your granddad, are you? So you can't see the rocket? Just a bit shy. Just don't step any further back. You'll be in the road. Okay, so we're going to launch this rocket. You're right down there on the mobility cart. You're right. You're right there. Lovely. Okay. Everybody, 10, come on please, 9, everybody, 8, 7, 6, this is our future we're looking at, 5, 4, no pressure, 3, 2, 1, boom! Now I'll be honest, I expected that to go higher than that. Let's have a look at this. Let's optimise this design. I feel that there might be a leakage or something. Dad's down to get down to the brewery for a quick one, and we're just optimising rockets all day. What, did a hole blow in your nose or something? Let's have a look. I don't believe 130 psi took that where it was going there just then. No, I don't know. Maybe you've crossed that threshold and it started to get a bit heavy with the tape. Do you know what I mean? Let's have one more go. That was pretty good. Hang on, let's get some air in it. I have actually got some dynamite rockets in a trail. I should have asked for permission to fire those, but you have to risk assess all this stuff now. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's interesting. It's not going as high as it could. Yeah, well, whatever. Big round of applause for Orion, all the way from down the road there. Moore Park's finest young student. Thank you. Did you enjoy that? What do you think you learnt from doing that?
How to build a rocket.
That's a good one. How to build a rocket. What else do you think you learned?
Little bit of maths.
A little bit of maths, some science, some art, some engineering, lots and lots of things. And this is how we have to inspire our kids. They have to be inspired to learn by making, by doing, by getting engaged. What do you think of that, Dad?
Very good, very good.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for your interest. Take some of those postcards, take us into school. What we're doing at the moment is this tour, and we will literally build a green screen TV studio in your school and live stream. Are you in class bubbles at the moment? Yeah. So what we do is we'd have one class in the assembly hall that we would do it live to, and then we'd live stream it via Zoom to all the other classes and to family homes, so all the parents and everybody can see it at home as well. And then we launch a dynamite rocket at the end of the day, and everybody gets a chance to make rockets. We are here all week, so it's obviously might be a bit short notice if you've got other things planned. In my experience, most teachers are quite glad to have a day off if it's educational and if it's creative and if it inspires you. Do you think it will inspire you to be the next Elon Musk? I'm going to tell you a story actually, because Andrew's T-shirt over there reminded me. I was told about something. Could just come over here a minute. This is how the world works. somebody in New York, I did a live streamed assembly to a teacher in New York, and she said there's a man in New York who is going to space with Elon Musk. He's given Elon Musk some money, and he's also given $100 million to a children's hospital in New York. She said, well, maybe he could help you, because I was trying to fundraise for all this because I haven't got any money anymore. And I saw a video on Twitter of a rocket on the back of a low loader going through the desert. And I made a video as if I was watching it on my binoculars, because I was in front of my green screen. And I said, I wonder if that's Jared Isaacman's rocket from the Inspiration 4 crew. And it was. And he retweeted it and gave us $10,000 towards this tour to go around the UK with our camper van. And he is going to space. Elon Musk is letting him be the commander of his rocket in September. So the point is, you can aim as high as you want. If you want something, you don't have to be greedy and push and shove. You have to think, what's my strategy? What's my plan? And if you're doing good work, and if you're doing the right thing, good things happen. So Orion, fist bump. Lovely to meet you. Fist bump, Dad. Thank you so much for showing some interest and support today. And really appreciate you sticking with that. Would you guys like to make rockets? You would? Come up on the table. And we'll show you very quickly how to do it. We're here in Ludlow Castle Square for your Glasgow. Bye-bye. Hashtag, go back and watch it on YouTube. Hashtag your Glasgow 21. Come around here. So the bad news, Dad, is it's not a drop-off. So come over here. Yeah, down the pub, yeah. So these are the rockets you're making. You make the body, you make the nose, you make the fins. To make the body, you roll a piece of paper, some plain paper, coloured paper around the pipe, and make sure you can take the pipe out. To make the nose cone, you need to cut out that shape, but I'd use that as a template to cut. I'll do a template for another one. To do the fins, you cut these rectangles out and fold them to make little V's. You watching? And then you stick them on by making little tabs and stick those like that. If you could just put some sanitize your hands, and then we're happy with the scissors. Those are grown-up scissors, so be careful with those. And I'm just going to do a little template. So if you're watching at home, we're going to be just cutting to some video of these guys making rockets. Thanks for hanging on. We're going to be at 4 o'clock. We're going to be doing the art of skateboarding. We've got a link up with Hereford, and we've got a young designer artist who's coming on as well. So thanks very much. Hold tight.
When I got there, the computing department, they have these teleprinters, yeah, and you hit the button, you go, dunk, and there's something mechanical whack onto the thing, and then you're hacking away, enter it, like this, the whole table's shaking, and then you'd make an error, and you'd hit the backspace, and it would do slash, star slash, and then every time you hit a key, it would put the reverse of what you put in, and then when you started typing again, it went slash star, Leeds University, yeah. I applied to University and Leeds, basically. For both electronics and computing. Well, there's Manchester University, and I suppose University is still, I don't know, it's separate. I mean, it's physically, I mean, very close, but the units count.
I was at Loughborough University of Technology, now it's named Loughborough University, and they've merged the art college. So where you live in?
I'm in Ludlow, yeah. I've been here for years.
How do you see your place?
Yeah, we could do our nose cone.
Well,
No,
I teach.
or you could if it survives. So you need to do a nose cone. Okay, so look, make your body number one. Number two, make the nose. So you cut out the nose cone shape and roll to make a witch's hat like a cone. Tape sure it's airtight. Then fill with screwed up paper. It's going to be filled with screwed up paper. But hold on, let's. You need a new template. Okay. So you can use this paper. Who's going to do the cake? You're going to do your own cutting? Can you see a pen? No. Got one of these. See if you can find a pen, because we can use that to make a template.
See me? Absolutely the same. No, not at all. And this looks like you're into teaching now.
Well, I think it's inspiring, really. Yeah.
Did you go through the teaching route? Or do you know? You
No, I did the first ever video about I did the first ever
put one on.
I did my first ever I did the first ever video for Windows for Microsoft. 3 or 4 when they launched Windows 3 extensions. And I showed Microsoft.
Pardon?
Cardboard, it's amazing. Cardboard's Harry Potter.
Oh wow! That's amazing, isn't it?
So you're a multimedia bridge editor, effectively.
Yeah, and then I got into the internet stuff. I did the first ever content for Microsoft Network.
In Rocky.
I did an editing festival. I'm not paid. I did 77.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
No, I want to. I was just looking at
See,
my
we've
camera
got.
like this.
You see, we've got green screen. It's making us look like we're in Glastonbury.
Pure end of it.
Right, we need a pen. We need a
No, I
pen.
was like this.
Or I suppose we could just use it as a cutting
We all
template.
got married.
There we go. I just tried much for the first time. But you know, I started
Just use it as a cutting template like this. Okay.
So I'm now trying to get the funding, but you heard there.
Yeah.
Technically, I gave you 10 grand.
Yeah, well, fantastic. You know,
If I can build on that, say look,
You don't need many of them really just to live, do you?
living quantity. Basically, I want to put 22 of these on the road each year. 22
I would something one of those. My missus would love it.
This is going to be your
You're off
nose
grid.
cone, okay?
All you do is hacking around and doing this on presentation, green screen and
Okay,
whatever.
so
She's-
you hold
she's
that one.
actually just
You have to
done a-
roll it. Oh yeah. I look. You have to roll it, and then those tabs are sticking out. Yeah. No, the tabs are going to go downwards. So let me cut this out, and then we'll work on it together.
Literally last few years. But she's qualified.
Do you think that's enough?
Oh, you've done your body. Come over here, Andrew. Let's have a little chat here a second. Oops. So here we are in Ludlow Fringe in Castle Square. We're on hashtag YourGlasto21. So if you've got a smartphone, if you search for hashtag YourGlasto21, you'll see us live and direct right now on a cardboard pyramid stage as if we're at Glastonbury. And I love all the connections and everybody coming together. I've just bumped into an old mate of mine from school. What's your name, sir?
Andy Onions.
Andy Onions is in the house. And what caught my eye was not that it was Andy Onions, because I haven't seen him for 45 years. I know I don't look old enough, madam. Thank you very much. But he's got his Elon Musk T-shirt on.
We were very young at the time, so we're not too old, you know.
That's right. So what's with the Elon Musk vibe, Andrew?
Elon is the most influential person on this planet right now, full stop.
Do you really think that?
I really think that. Yeah.
And so why do you think that?
His ambitions are just off the scale, you know. He's not talk, you know. He physically delivers on what he believes in, what he wants to achieve, you know. It's just incredible. And he doesn't set simple goals. He sets goals that are way beyond impossible, but then goes on to achieve them, you know. And obviously he's got fantastic teams, you know, 70,000 in Tesla or whatever. He's got pushing 9,000 in SpaceX, you know, and obviously he's got other teams, you know, in other companies. But, you know, these are creme de la creme people that he's put together, and these are teams that are just beyond the resources of most governments, let alone private individuals. And somehow he's put these people together. He's somehow motivating them, you know, and he's not paying them uber wages or anything, but he's getting absolute, you know, bang for the buck.
I mean, it is a remarkable story.
People, you know, it's simple.
It's funny because I go into schools and we do a two-stage assembly. We do one called the Aim High Assembly, which is about creativity and art and finding your passion. And we do a Rocket Kids one, and Elon Musk is one of the stories. Elon Musk, boys and girls, used to live in South Africa in the days before colour television and the internet. And do you know what he did? Where do you think he got his information from and things he wanted to know about? Where do you think he got them from? If there's no internet and no... Pardon?
Books.
Books, very good. Do you like books?
Yeah.
Do you like reading?
Yeah.
Elon Musk read every book in the school library.
Including the entire Encyclopedia Britannica.
He read the encyclopedia because he just wanted to know things. He wanted knowledge. He wanted to know how things work. There you go. Read Wikipedia. That'll keep him quiet. Yeah, you'll miss your tea if you do that. Keep the pipe in there, madam, when you're pressing that. And the word for me that describes Elon Musk, as well as determination, is curiosity. He was curious as a child. Andrew, I always remember you being with respect, a fairly sort of zany, creative, off-grid sort of family, really, out in Stanton-Lacey. Is that reasonable?
Absolutely nothing's changed, Nick. You know, yeah, absolutely more.
So tell me about your...
Now I have the knowledge, and you know, I can build the stuff I want to build. You know, and right now I'm looking at full off-grid, even in the centre of Ludlow. You know, why not? You know.
Tell me about your childhood, though. What memories do you have of growing up in Ludlow as a child?
I don't know, just freedom, just running around up on Whitcliffe, in the castle, you name it, all over the place. Just
it's funny because
you know, it's fantastic.
I walked around the castle earlier and I just suddenly saw that rocky bit, you know, where the path around the edge of the castle just finishes and you have to descend the north face of the Eiger. And that took me about 50 years.
Yeah. I've not gone anywhere near that in the interim, yeah. No.
So have you had kids? Have you got kids?
Yeah. A couple of kids, yeah. They're teenagers, both of them, you know, but yeah, they're great.
So this Thursday, on 1st of July, we've actually got an event called The Art of Dads, which is me and my dad sat on a stage talking to Homer Hickam, who wrote a book called Rocket Boys, which I've been given permission to take into schools. And it's not my dad saying he's the best dad or me saying we're the best dads. We're just saying this is what we did. We did our best. Would you come along to that and join us and say a few words?
Yeah, when is it? Yeah.
That's Thursday evening, 1st of July.
Cool, yeah, no problem. Yeah.
I'll give him a card. Big round of applause for one of my old mates from school. I can't believe this. Is anybody here who I was at school with? Anybody who I might have, I don't know, first kiss? You still want to sort of slap me around the face for it or anything? Or I stole your pocket money. We used to be St Lawrence's, didn't we? St Lawrence's Infants. Were you down there? Or?
Yeah, it's St Lawrence's, yeah.
Yeah, we were down at St Lawrence's and then we went up to Clearview. Well, lovely to see you, mate. Fantastic. Let's just shuffle out of here again. Are you guys waiting to make rockets? Or are you just waiting? Would you like to make a rocket? Come in here and make a rocket then. Fantastic. It's Rocket-tastic Day today. actually, no, I've just borrowed it for a week. I've rented it for a week with my.
How are we going to finance a fleet of 22?
Well, that's the next thing. Yeah, I just need an Elon Musk.
No, a few people do.
Just about to launch this rocket, everybody. Are we ready? 5, 4, 3. Stop, there's a dog coming through. We don't want the dogs getting shot with the paper rockets. I'm only joking. Chill out, sir. Blimey. He looks like he's had his ice cream already. He's all sorted. Right, blimey, that was close, wasn't it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull that back. Oh, wow! Now that was interesting. That was very light, and it stayed together. Often when they're that light, they shatter. Somebody else made a really solid one, and it didn't go very high. Because I think, why do you think your light one went higher than the heavy one?
Because it's lighter.
It's lighter, and the gravity wasn't pulling it down so much. Very, very good, very good. We're learning lots today. We're not even in school because I won't have anybody talking about catch up and more maths and more literacy. These kids are learning at home. They can be learning all the time. We've got to inspire them to learn. That's why this is the Inspired to Learn tour. We need to be inspiring our kids. We've got certificates, the Golden Generation certificate, because this is our golden generation we're talking about here. So let's give them certificates for learning something on YouTube, for learning to make a pizza or ride a bike or code a microbit. Yes. How could I say no to you, young man? You're so polite and lovely. What lovely children, aren't they lovely? You grandma, are you, by any chance? Lovely. I bet you're proud as punch, aren't you? Lovely, lovely children. Come over here, young lady. Let's get you on here then. This is super.
Get those glasses from there. I've done it.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, we're going for gold again. We're going to give it another go. Massive Ludlow Fringe countdown, please. 10. Oh my goodness. Fantastic. Big round of applause for our rocket girl there. Careful you don't trip over on the wire. Thank you. Well, that's the best I've seen all day, actually. That was even better than mine, because I tend to make mine a bit too heavy, I think. Really, really super. Let me just go. I'm just going to pop in on my video edit system and see if that's still working. Hold on. So here we are on our main stage, Glastonbury Festival, here in Ludlow. I don't know if anybody's watching at the moment, but people can always watch back. Let's just have a look. We've got a few viewers there. If you'd like to put a shout out, put a message up on the screen, we'd love to welcome you here. Fantastic. Yeah, so we've got an afternoon of bits and pieces. We're just taking as it comes. I'm Nick Corston, and I am the patron of Ludlow Fringe this year, or a patron. One of 3, which is very exciting. Oh, I don't have a mask on in here, do I? That's better. So yeah, we're having a wonderful time here today, celebrating creativity, inspiring our kids, because Ludlow Fringe, funded by the Arts Council England, is all about helping and encouraging people to create. Let's create, hashtag Let's Create. and also we're talking about.
I'm going to push off. See if
Hang
it's
on just for a
quiet.
second. So I'm going to go back live to our GoPro outside, and we'll be back to you very shortly. ad-libbing it a little bit here. So here we are in Castle Square in Ludlow. We've got the market over there. We've got the big banner. We've got our Steamco camper van. We're taking that all across the country and touring around the UK thanks to Inspiration 4, the rocket launch, the mission to space. Got our little trailer, got our mirror ball. That's Ludlow School, the old college, sixth form college. That's where I was at grammar school there, and lots of people here, all live and direct. We've got some bikers in town today. Live and direct from Ludlow Square, Ludlow Castle Square. Fantastic afternoon. At 4 o'clock, we're going to be doing some live streaming link-ups with Hereford Skate Park and a skate artist, so don't miss that. Goodness me, it's all go here today. It's all go. Back on our little stage here, and producing the whole thing from inside that camper van. So I'm actually inside that camper van. As people come up on the green screen, then we can put them up on the stage and we can put them on Glastonbury and give them their Glastonbury moment here in Ludlow on our cardboard pyramid stage. Absolutely fantastic day we're having here today. Everybody's creative, we're connecting, whole load of stuff on Ludlow Fringe. Absolutely lovely to be here back in my hometown, making, connecting, doing, sharing, and generally having a great time. Yes, we are here live and direct from a cardboard pyramid stage erected in Castle Square here in Ludlow, my old hometown. I'm Nick Corston. I am proud as punch to be the patron of Ludlow Fringe this year, sitting behind my cardboard box stage in a camper van in Castle Square. And if you've missed what's going on here, well, basically this is what's going on here. We are in a camper van. We've got a big green screen on the front half of it. We've got a little trailer there. We've got cameras and everything set up. And on the floor there you see a cardboard model of Ludlow Parish Church, the beautiful church you just saw in the video there. And that's the base, that's the location, that's the venue for an event with my parents on Thursday evening. 1st of July we're going to be going through an evening called The Art of Dads, talking about parenting, talking about caring, talking about the role of society, of communities, to inspire all our children to be creative, to help them all aim high, not just high, but higher than high. Looks like we've got some people logged on. It's good to see we've got some viewers. Hello and welcome. If anybody would like to pop a message in the system, then we're here live at Ludlow Fringe. We're here for culture at Ludlow Fringe. And if you just want to pop a message in the box to say hello, then do so. If you'd like to come in a Zoom room, if you'd like to put a green screen behind you, you can come on our Glastonbury Pyramid stage here in Castle Square in Ludlow. We can vision mix you onto that stage, just where that table is at the moment. You'll be standing there and you'll be performing. I need to move that table, I think, and get ready for some more performers. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I've just had some videos sent through from a school, and I'm going to see if I can't get that off now, actually. Let's see if I can play you a little bit of video. There's some lovely little clips I've got here. Some children in Mellor Primary School in Cheshunt in London, just next door to Tesco's HQ actually, and they did a lovely little film for us, and I'm going to see if I can get that ready for you now. I'm actually, believe it or not, you probably will, I am actually editing a video as I sit here talking to you now, because I've just been sent a load of bits and pieces. Okay, wonderful. So that's going to be great. Let's put that on the end there like that. Let's put that in there. Okay, so I've just made a little video. I'm going to render it. So that's basically where you have to convert it into a clip. Tell you what, there's just not enough time in the world sometimes. Do you know that feeling when you're just hammering away, you're beavering and beavering away? Ludlow Fringe, whole load on. We've got Mark Thomas on tonight, but be sure to get the Ludlow Fringe Festival Guide. It's got everything you need to know about what's happening and the events and the stuff. We're live streaming most of our events. There's some online stuff, a whole range of activities. So do be sure to check that out, whether you're here in Ludlow in Shropshire or whether you are anywhere else in the world, because if you've got the internet you can be part of Ludlow Fringe this year. Okay, so I'm just going to render this out now, and then you'll be able to see, let's see how long that's going to take. It shouldn't take very long. It's not a very long clip. Oh, a minute and a half. I thought it was going to be longer than that. Okay, so I'm going to get that ready. So basically what I'm doing, I've got a video editing system here called vMix, and if anybody's interested in what that looks like, I can show you what that looks like. I can actually put it up on the screen for you now. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think I can pull that in and show you what my screen. So you'll see this is what I'm looking at, if anybody's interested in the tech. So yeah, so this is what we've got. So basically that's the screen I'm looking at the moment. So if you wonder why I look a bit dazed sometimes, it's because that's my screen. So these are all my videos all lined up and ready to go, my various presets. My audio's all down here. These are my video clips and different settings and different cast members. That's somebody who came in on a video call last night. That was our DJ from last night, and that's Frozen. There's my video outside at the moment. There's my pyramid stage. I can zoom out. And the top window is actually a video is a box of what's going out. So is my video rendered? So my video has rendered. So I'm going to show how this works. So I go to input a video, and I browse to find it on my computer, and there it is. So this is a video of Mellor Primary School, and I've never seen this before. So that's the video I'm going to play. Now I need to crop that down so that we only get the green screen. So I use my cropping tool to crop the side off there and the side off there like that, and I use my color key to pick the green. So the color I want to filter out is that green there, and I adjust some filters on it. So that, oops, that's a bit harsh. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, that's cool. And I can adjust my X crop just a little bit more to get rid of that line. So that's now perfectly cropped. So he's now on a plain background. There's nothing behind him. So what I need to do is to go back to my set, which is set number 2, and replace the camera that we're currently feeding in on there, which I think is that one. No, not that one. Is it that one? Oh, that's getting rid of me. That's it, that one. So the one that's there on number 54, I need to replace with Mellor Primary, and suddenly that little lad is on stage. And now I can make that a little bit bigger. So he will appear on stage just there like that. Okay, so I now go back to my set. And here I am. This young man is just about to do a performance for us all, live on a cardboard pyramid stage. I mean, you have to see it to believe it, really. So I should have got some audience effects, shouldn't I? So let's play this little video of this young lad on our cardboard pyramid stage here in Castle Square in Ludlow.
My arts are rockets because I love them. My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say
Just eat.
B? Get delivery like a G. C? Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say
Just eat.
private jetting in the night sky? My man hand glide by with my fried rice, right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say
Just eat.
boom?
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football. My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
Big round of applause everybody for Mellor Primary there, absolutely fantastic here at #YourGlasgow21 in Ludlow Castle Square, all part of the Ludlow Fringe Festival, Ludlow Fringe 21, #Ludlow Fringe 21. Absolutely fantastic day we're having here today. Here we are in Ludlow Castle Square on our cardboard pyramid stage. Absolutely fantastic day today. We've been making rockets, we've been chatting to the locals, we've been having a super time here, and we just heard from this young lady here at Mellor Primary. Absolutely wonderful, she really was very special. We're going to just go onto the camera now and just a basic camera feed while we get ready for the 4 o'clock stream, which will be the art of skating. We've got a couple of people to chat to there about the art of skating here on our Glastonbury pyramid stage. So don't go away, I'm just going to cut back to the video out in the street and we'll come back to you all very soon.
My arts are rockets because I love them. My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football. My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
Would anybody like to learn how to make a rocket? We're doing paper rocket making here. They go really, really high. Would you like to see how it goes and then decide? Do you want to see? Who'd like to see a rocket launch? Who said that? We've got a mum in the house and a little boy. Okay, that's a good one. So these are the rockets. They're made out of paper, and we've got a competitive mum looming, I can see. We're going to fire it with nothing more than a bike pump. That's just made out of a bit of paper, that rocket. How high do you think it's going to go? Point to where you think it's going to go. Yeah, that high. That's vertical. That's vertical takeoff, that is. Okay, Ludlow Fringe, let's have a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. The bikers are in the house. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that didn't go very straight, did it? You keep that dog off my... What's he like? That didn't go very straight because my nose is a bit wonky, I think. If you like to make a rocket, we've got all the stuff here. What you do is you roll the paper around a piece of pipe with some masking tape. You then cut out a little triangle and fold it to make the nose, and then fins on. So we've got everything here. If anybody wants to make rockets, come over here and we're making rockets now.
My arts are rockets because I love them. My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football. My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else. My arts are rockets because I love them. My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football. My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else. My arts are rockets because I love them. My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football. My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else. My arts are rockets because I love them. My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. get delivery like a G. C, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice, right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding.
My art is drawing. My art is football.
My art is making stuff. And his art is
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things.
My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B, get delivery like a G. C, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken
Matt.
wings to the crib I'm sitting
Blew it
in.
up, Matt.
Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice, right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding.
My art is drawing. My art is football.
My art is making stuff. And his art is
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things.
My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B, get delivery like a G. C, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice, right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding.
My art is drawing. My art is football.
My art is making stuff. And his art is
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
my arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things.
My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B, get delivery like a G. C, hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice, right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding.
My art is drawing. My art is football.
My art is making stuff. And his art is
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be
5,
singing Justy.
4,
Are you
3,
ready?
2,
1,
1.
2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody
If
say?
anybody wants to come and make a rocket, it's your last chance. Rockets from bits of paper, creativity and a bit of sticky tape. We've got to inspire our kids to aim not just high, but higher than high. We'll have no talk of catch up round here.
Football. My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Justy. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football. My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Justy. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football. My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Justy. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding.
My art is drawing. My art is football.
My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things.
My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding.
My art is drawing. My art is football.
My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things.
My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding.
My art is drawing. My art is football.
My art is making stuff. And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things.
My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a
Oh
G.
my goodness, we've got
C.
some rocket
Hungry
boys
dogs
here,
gotta
lots
eat.
of young
I
boys
get
and
mine every
men.
day, every week. Chicken wings
I
to
can
the
feel
crib
the competition
I'm sitting
in the air amongst these
Tacos
dads.
to
These
the
dads are
chata.
hardcore. They're not taking any
Please,
prisoners
did
today.
somebody say?
Just
Let's get you ready with some
Private
goggles.
jetting in the night sky.
There's some
My man
goggles on the
hand
end there,
glide
guys.
by
Could you grab
with
the
my fried
goggles, please, and
rice.
give them to the boys as they
Right?
come over?
J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody
The question
say?
is, do you want low, medium, high or super high pressure?
Boom.
That's a universal decision across all three teams, is it? I think it is.
My art is coding.
My art is drawing.
So who's first?
My art is football.
My art is making stuff.
Do it on that one. Yeah,
his
that's fine.
art
That's your team out
Teaching,
in one
because I
go.
like to inspire all these
That's
children.
like going to the Euro. No,
My
you can do
art
that
is
first. You can
drawing
warm
and
up. I'm only
colouring
joking.
because
Come
I
on.
get to
Yeah,
my
that's race proven. Right, put it on the proper launcher then.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
Dad's going to help
My
you get that on there
art
properly.
is
Just make sure the head's not
making
birding.
because I like.
You can just sense the competition in the air, can't you? These competitive dads sharpen their elbows, especially for the afternoon. We've got a competitive mum over there. She's ready. You're ready for a bit of mum action after this, are you? Young man, come
Hi
round
guys,
here
my
then.
name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just
What you're going to
Eat.
do is you're going to give me
Are
your
you
left
ready?
hand.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And with your other
Did
fingers-
somebody say
Just eat.
With your other
B?
fingers, you're going to slide
Get
this blue
delivery
thing
like a
down.
G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine
Like
every
this,
day,
look. Hold
every
that like
week.
that. You're
Chicken
gonna pull
wings to
that
the
down.
crib I'm sitting
ready.
in.
When we're ready.
Tacos to
Get
the
ready.
chatter.
And watch
Please,
the rocket.
did somebody
Watch
say?
the rocket.
Just eat.
Okay,
Private
lovely
jetting
friends,
in the
big
night
round of-
sky.
not
My
round of
man
applause,
hand
big
glide
words of
by with a
encouragement.
fried
It's time to
rice,
fight. You
right?
wait a minute, young man.
J to the
Blimey.
U and the S and the
Let's
T
encourage
and the
these
E.
kids, not just to aim
Somebody
high,
say,
but higher than high. Come on, Ludlow Fringe. 10, 9, 8, 7. Watch the rocket. 6,
My
5,
art is code.
4,
art is drawing.
3,
My art is
2, 1.
art is
Whoa! He blew the nose off.
Art is
Oh my goodness!
Teaching,
Never
because I
trust
like
this
to
man to
inspire
help you
all
make
these
a rocket ever again.
my art is drawing and colouring.
Oh
because
my
I get
goodness.
to share my imagination.
Oh, he bangs a little boy on the head. Oh, it's the boy's fault. Of course it is. Yeah.
rockets because I
Who's next?
My art is making because I like.
It doesn't matter. It was great. That's how we learn. We learned lots and lots from that.
Is designing because I love designing.
Stick the nose
guys,
back
my
on,
name
sir.
is
Strap it on.
Sheldon.
Do some
This
diagonal
is my
strapping.
choir.
Shush!
Today
Don't
we're
cry.
gonna
We've
be
got to go to
singing
space.
Just Eat.
Help him fix
Are you
it.
ready?
Help him mend
1,
it. Hold that
2,
for me.
3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs
That's
gotta
why
eat.
super
I
high's
get
not
mine every
always the
day,
best
every
way to
week.
go because it
Chicken wings
blows
to
your
the
rocket
crib
to
I'm
pieces if it's
sitting
not
in.
perfect.
Tacos to
This
the
one's looking
chatter.
good. Are we ready for this
Did
one?
somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice,
There's-
right?
oh, Stealth and Hasty are in the house. She's got a clipboard out. She's checking my health and
Somebody
safety.
say?
Just
I've got
eat.
bionic eye protection. Don't worry about me. Okay, everybody. 10, 9, 8,
art is
7,
good.
6,
drawing.
5,
Football.
4,
My art is
3,
making stuff.
2,
And
1.
his
Oh, look at that!
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
Amazing!
My art is
He
drawing
nearly
and
scratched that
colouring
brand new
because I
Mini
get
over there
to
by the battery. Do
share
not
my
run into the road, please,
imagination
boys and
with
girls. Take your
everyone
time. That was great. Who's up next?
rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like.
Who's next? Right,
Thanks.
get your glasses on. You got your glasses on. Slide your glasses into the operating position. That's better. Put the rocket on the launcher. Wow.
Hi guys,
All
my
the
name
Nerf
is
gun
Sheldon.
posse are in
This is
town.
my
Look at
choir.
you. Check
Today
you out
we're
with all
gonna
your
be
Nerf
singing
gun
Just
bullets.
Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chatter. Please, did somebody say?
Oh my goodness, I'm just going to check
Private
this
jetting in the
rocket.
night sky. My man
I
hand
can see a
glide
bit
by
of the
with a
design
fried
flaw. I'm gonna
rice,
point to that now,
right?
and they've not
J
gonna have
to
the
the
option
U
to
and
fix
the
it.
S and
There's
the
a bit of
T
a hole
and
in
the
the end.
H.
So in theory,
Somebody
the air
say?
could rush through that and it might not go anywhere. He's thinking, I'll blame the children. These dads, they're blaming their kids today, aren't they? Shocking way of carrying on. And I'm not seeing an awful lot of tape holding that nose cone on, but let's just see. You sure you want to stay with super high?
And
You sure you want to
his
stay with
art
super high
is-
pressure, are you? See
Teaching,
what happens?
because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is
10,
drawing and colouring
9,
because
please
I
control
get
that dog.
to
8, and that child, and that woman.
with
6,
everyone
5, 4, steady on, madam.
My
3,
arts are
2,
because I love
1,
them.
go.
My art
Pull it. Oh,
making because I like.
oh, it's a good one. Oh, big round of applause to these kids.
Is designing because I love love designing.
And where's our first rocket kid who's gone back to the drawing board?
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Justy.
Did
Are
you
you
have?
ready?
You're gonna have another go with that one. Yes, have
two,
another. No, you've.
3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football. My art is making stuff. And his
Okay.
art is
10,
because I like to
9,
inspire all these children.
8, 7,
My art is
6,
drawing and colouring
5,
because I get
4,
to
3,
share my
2,
imagination
1.
with
Fire!
everyone else.
Pull it towards you. Pull the blue ring towards you.
My arts
Ooh.
are rockets because I love them.
Story of his life, I think. That.
Is making.
Hold that again. Let's pump that up
Because I
again.
like.
This is a family show. No imagining what I didn't say.
My art is design.
I think it might be because it's a bit tight on the launcher, and maybe the air is finding a way out. Let's have a look.
Hi guys,
Right,
my
let's
name
try
is
again.
Sheldon.
Short
this is
and
my
countdown.
choir. Today
5,
we're going to be
4,
singing Justy.
3,
Are you ready?
2,
1,
1.
2, 3.
Yeah! Oh!
Just eat.
Boom.
B. Get delivery like a G.
Yes, let's have
C.
another go with us.
Hungry
Big
dogs
round of
gotta
applause to
eat.
this boy
I
because
get
he
mine
made-
every day, every
He's
week.
learning
Chicken
by
wings to the
doing and he's
crib, I'm
keeping
sitting
trying,
in.
and that's what this is
Tacos
all
to the
about, working
chata.
hard
Please,
and
did
try
somebody
and try
say?
again. If at first you don't succeed, you try.
Private jetting in the
again.
night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice.
Remember you the last
Right?
time, just
J
steady
to
on.
the U and the
Keep
S
calm,
and the
let me
T
pump it
and
up
the
first.
AH.
Just wait
Did
a
somebody
second.
say?
Just eat.
Oh, it's not quite taking any air. Where's that?
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football. My art is making stuff. And his art is.
Teaching because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Justy. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery
I'll
like
have no
a G.
talk of catch
C.
up. These kids
Hungry
don't need
dogs
more
gotta
maths.
eat.
They don't need
I
more
get
homework.
mine
They don't
every
need
day,
longer days
every
at
week.
schools. They need to
Chicken
be
wings to
making.
the
They
crib
need to be
I'm
spending
sitting
time with
in.
their parents and
Tacos to the
carers.
chata.
People who
Please,
care about
did
children, care
somebody
about
say?
creativity, and care about all our futures. Because
Private
this lad
jetting
is
in
our
the
golden
night sky.
generation.
My man hand glide
He's our
by with my
future.
fried rice. Right?
And I run a project called
J to
STEAM
the
Co to
U
help
and the
connect
S and the
kids like
T
him with
and
his
the
art
AH.
and
Did
communities with
somebody
their
say?
schools. We owe it to our children to help them, to support them. So let's all do a massive countdown for this lad. His first rocket didn't work, but he learnt, he's mended it, and he's made it even better. That's the way to go. We don't need to teach our kids to fear failure. Are you ready, young man? I think you are. You're probably going to wet yourself if you're not quick.
Teaching
10,
because I like to inspire all
9,
children.
watch the rocket.
My
7,
art is drawing and
6,
colouring because
5,
I like to
4,
share
3,
my imagination
2,
with
1.
everyone else.
Oh, he did it again. It doesn't
My arts
matter.
are rockets
I'm going to
because
make
I
sure
love
this
them.
works. Hang on, let's get back to the drawing board.
My art
Let's
is
optimise.
making because I like making things. My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Justy. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. That somebody said, just eat. Boom.
Okay, so this rocket, the nose is not coming off. I can't guarantee it's going to fly straight, but it's not going to come off. Can you make sure you've got glasses when you're doing that, guys? Let's get some glasses.
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
Right, pick that control
My
up
art
then.
is drawing and colouring because I get to share
Third
my
time lucky.
imagination
Anticlimax of my
with
life, that one. I'm sorry to
everyone
disappoint you.
My
5,
arts are rockets
4,
because I love
3,
them.
2, 1.
art is
Yeah! Amazing. Big round of applause for our young rocket kids. I've got to go and do a live stream now. We're live streaming the art of skating. So if anybody wants to see that, go to #YourGlasto21 and we're going to be live
Hi
streaming
guys, my
because we've
name
got a
is
Glastonbury
Sheldon.
pyramid
This is
stage
my
that we
choir.
built here in
Today
Castle
we're going to
Square.
be singing Just Eat.
And I've got to go
Are you
live on
ready?
that now.
1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. That somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football.
My art is making stuff.
And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things.
My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. That somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football.
My art is making stuff.
And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else.
My arts are rockets because I love them.
My art is making because I like making things.
My art is designing because I love designing.
Hi guys, my name is Sheldon. This is my choir. Today we're going to be singing Just Eat. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did somebody say?
Just eat.
B. Get delivery like a G. C. Hungry dogs gotta eat. I get mine every day, every week. Chicken wings to the crib I'm sitting in. Tacos to the chata. Please, did somebody say?
Just eat.
Private jetting in the night sky. My man hand glide by with my fried rice. Right? J to the U and the S and the T and the AH. That somebody say?
Just eat.
Boom.
My art is coding. My art is drawing. My art is football.
My art is making stuff.
And his art is...
Teaching, because I like to inspire all these children.
My art is drawing and colouring because I get to share my imagination with everyone else. My art.
Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful here on the Cardboard Pyramid stage at Ludlow Fringe Festival. We're having a fantastic time here at Ludlow Fringe. We've got people outside, we've got dads making stuff with their kids. We've had to turn the cameras off so some of the children aren't able to go on screen. But it doesn't matter because we're having a wonderful, wonderful time here at Ludlow Fringe Festival. We're just about to go into the art of skating now. We've got 2 people to chat to, live linking in. So hold tight. Right, man. Sorry to abandon the mic there. My son's been up here and he's got to go back to school, so I've just had to say goodbye to him. Get your priorities right. Do you know what I actually thought for a second? My son comes first before a live stream. I don't know how many people are watching this. We've got something very exciting, very interesting coming up now actually. Really looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this for a while. This session that we're on here is the Inspired to Learn tour. And if you look, you can just see it on the side of the camper van there, Inspired to Learn. It's a concept that was given to us, inspired to us, whatever, which we picked up from an amazing head teacher, Gary Spracklin, who's the head teacher at a school down in Dorset called Prince of Wales School. An amazing teacher. And what I'd like to do is just flash back to the event that we held with him when we launched the Inspired to Learn tour about 2 months ago now.
So welcome to the Prince of Wales School here in Dorchester. A school where we are all inspired to learn. We believe that we're working with a golden generation and we're not coming back here, we're moving forward together.
Seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6.
Sorry?
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes.
You got it okay, did you? Hang on a second.
0 out. 9 a.m. Tower clear. Here we got a roll program. I'm gonna be high as the kite rises. Altitude's 2 miles. And I think it's gonna be a long time. The touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man that think I am at home. Oh, no. I'm a rocket man, burning out the fields of Liverpool.
Gary Spracklin there down at Prince of Wales Primary School in Dorset. We launched our Inspired to Learn tour with him down there. Fantastic man. Let's just flash back to Gary Spracklin there down at Prince of Wales Primary. He's talking about making sure kids are inspired to learn. And I'm delighted, absolutely delighted to say that we've now got one of his former pupils on the line, actually, Zach Trevitt. Now, Zach, are you there?
I am here. You're right.
You are here. Fantastic. Let me just check I can hear you. Just say that again.
Hello.
Yeah, we've got you, Zach. Fantastic to hear.
Perfect.
So the irony is that we've got Zach on the line and Gary Splatkin's image up on the screen because you haven't got a camera working at the moment, I believe, have you? Which is the shame. That's all right.
No, I do not. Sadly, no. I'm a bit limited on the resources here, but
Don't worry. Out of interest, is there a photo of you online anywhere we could sort of pull up to sort of, because frankly, once we've seen your mouth move, we've seen your mouth move, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? Is that an option?
there's my Zoom profile picture, I guess. I might be able to fish one out. Give me a second.
Okey-dokey. Do you need to? Have you got a? I don't know. I can't see you on here actually. You're in Zoom, aren't you? But I can't see. I can't.
Yeah,
see
I'm on Zoom.
I can't see your profile picture at the moment for some reason.
That is weird.
But I can hear you. I'm not seeing you. I don't know quite why. Have you got video turned on? You probably can't even turn video on if you haven't got a. Oh, here we go. This is looking good.
I can turn video on, but
yeah, I can see you now. I can see your icon anyway, your logo.
Good. Okay.
So I've got that. So I can put that up on the screen as well. So let me edit, stick that in the mix. We're not using.
This year's
Zoom.
been very weird with Zoom, I think.
Well, we're not using Zoom. Well, we are using Zoom, but I'm using it into a big video mixing system.
Right. Okay.
So it's a little bit more complicated than just Zoom. But I've now got you up on screen, and I'll crop that back. So I've now got your Zoom screen up on screen,
right.
Which is cool. So anything that you put on your Zoom, I think we'll keep Gary Spratkin up as well because he's our inspiration. He connected us on all this, didn't he? So I think we'll keep him there.
Yes.
And I'll just crop the Zoom stuff off the bottom. Yeah, we're good to go. I mean, so you haven't got any photos in the public domain anywhere, no?
Not at the moment, but I can quickly just upload like a bit of work or whatever that I've done.
I was just looking for a mugshot, really, just for a bit of context, but it doesn't matter. So Zach, you were at Prince of Wales Primary, weren't you?
Yes, I was. It was absolutely amazing. I almost remember it like it was yesterday, if you know what I mean. But it was kind of like Gary was the driving force, I think, for a lot of my work. He kind of like helped influence and boost motivation there, if you know what I mean. There were a lot of events and stuff that I participated in. I think one of my favorite things was drawing. It was like St. Paul's Cathedral for an assembly. But I remember it was like a big mural that I drew. But yeah, like I've come a long way, if you know what I mean. It's a completely different world. Like I've literally just finished my first year at university now, doing illustration at AUB, and years previously to that I was doing a foundation there as well because my art style at the moment.
Whereabouts was that? AOB, sorry.
AUB, Arts University Bournemouth.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, but I did a foundation initially because my art style, I wasn't like 100% like sure on the style of it. Like I was very influenced by skate art, but it was like the type I wasn't sure if it was right to do more drawing, more animation, more concept art. I wasn't 100% sure, so I kind of gave myself a gap year to understand that and kind of like find my niche and find my style. So this year I've kind of been doing that. One thing that also has been particularly quite interesting is that usually I work very analog. I do pencil drawings, I do paintings. I like getting I like being very hands-on. But this year, because of the pandemic, I've almost been very forced into doing digital art and stuff like that. So I've kind of taken that turn recently. But again, I'm learning, and university is extremely fun at the moment. Like I'm absolutely loving it, and I'm currently living up in Bournemouth as well.
Even with the lockdown and all the restrictions on student movement, you've still had a good year, have you?
Yeah. Illustration, the course has been very, very good at manipulating it for this year, I think. Like it's one of those courses that's quite straightforward to convert online, and I've been coping fine with the online Zoom lectures and stuff like that. But yeah, like the content so far has been really good, and I'm definitely looking forward to next year.
So what was your inspiration, Zach?
All sorts of things. From a young age, my dad, I used to skate a lot when I was younger, and I still do now to some extent. But he bought me a book with the skate art by Jim Phillips, legendary skate artist and surf artist. But I've kind of used as like a mentor, basically. Like recently, over the years, I've been like contacting him via email, and he's given me feedback and stuff like that on how to boost my art and how give me inspiration, basically. But I could remember from a young age being just absolutely fascinated with this and a Winston Effects special effects book, and I just remember like looking through the pages and just being fascinated by it. And so one day I decided to start drawing basically what I was seeing in the book, absolutely mesmerized by it. And next thing you know, my work's being sent off to him and I was able to meet him, which was amazing. And that is what's
And that was in the
completely
States, was
driven.
it? That was in the States?
That was in the
or-
States, yeah. Santa Cruz, California. In the
Oh,
States.
check you out. Wow, no better place
Yeah.
to go and talk about skating and surfing. That's Dogtown and Z-Boys territory, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's exactly that. It was absolutely amazing. But when I was 10 years old, we went on a family trip up there, and I was lucky enough to meet him. And I've met him one more time after that as well, and been frequently keeping up to date via emails and stuff like that. But he was one of the main driving forces, particularly for like the very skater kind of side of art that I particularly like. So yeah, like the one thing that I can basically recommend is just find something you love and just draw it, basically. As long as you're producing work and you're always constantly being inspired and you're intaking stuff from around you, like, you'll do great. It's amazing.
Incredible. It's interesting, actually. It sounds to me that your father and your family were very, very supportive. Is that the case?
Yeah, very much so. My dad was a massive driving force behind it as well. Like, he was really into skate art, and he's been into like bikes and stuff like that as well. So he kind of initially introduced me to it, and I caught along to it very quickly and absolutely loved it as well. So that was one of the things, I guess.
No, it's interesting. We're talking today about the role of parents and what I call creative carers, actually, people who care about creativity, people who care about children, who care about all our futures. And you know, I'd say Gary Spracken's a creative carer, parents, teachers, whatever. You know, it's that killer combination, isn't it? People who get it. And we've had parents here today, here in our cardboard pyramid stage in Castle Square in Ludlow, and we've had parents making rockets with the kids that might not have considered doing something like that before. And we say the three greatest gifts you can give a child are some of your time, some stories to tell, and their art. And it strikes me that that's exactly what your father maybe gave you. Yeah, maybe it was just an extension of his own hobby, but he's set you up for life by the sound of it. You're doing very well with that.
Exactly that. Yeah.
So are you a skater yourself out of interest?
Yes, I am. When I was a lot younger, again, my dad was very heavily influencing on that side, so I absolutely loved doing it. But as the years went on, it became progressively harder and harder to kind of like manage that and my time at school, because university and sixth form and GCSEs, they all became very heavy. So I kind of fell out of it a little bit. But recently, after moving back up to Bournemouth again, I've been jumping straight into it again, going out for regular skates and stuff like that. It's amazing, like how quickly you kind of just pick it back up again. But you know, it's a true love when you can just pick it up out of nowhere, you know.
It's funny because my eldest son Sam, actually, he's a fairly crazy skater, but he'll sort of disappear at 10 o'clock at night and come back at like 1-2 in the morning. Is that the vibe now? Is that how skaters roll now these days? Is it?
It depends. Like I also weirdly do the same, but you kind of do it to go out when it's a lot quieter. You don't have like people kind of like watching you and stuff like that, so you can practice and be freely, and you don't have to worry about running into someone or something like that. It's that big.
And also security, I guess, as well, potential issue, because they're going around the city and shopping centres and all sorts, I think.
Yeah, right. But yeah.
Maybe it's the equivalent of kids today discovering those empty swimming pools, you know, in Santa Cruz from back in the day.
Oh yeah, like Tony Alva and stuff like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Did you see that movie, Dogtown Z-Boys? I love that.
I have actually. Yeah. My dad showed me it.
Fantastic. Can you show some of your work? Do you think, Zach? That'd be fantastic if you can screen share. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'll try to do this a second. Just figuring out how to do a screen share. Apparently you've disabled it. Host is disabled.
Have I? Oh,
Participant
hang on,
screen
I've got to
sharing.
change that.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Try that.
That might have done it, I think. I'll do my screen for now. Can you see this?
Yep, we got you. All good.
All right. So this is one of the things that I did in 2010. Let me put this up now. So this, like, if you were the first iteration, like as my branding thing, I've kind of always done an anglerfish. Now I initially did this on canvas with Posca paint pens and an airbrush for the background. But this I did in Dorchester Middle School. So this was the first year after I left Prince of Wales, I think. But this was like the initial bit of work that's kind of like set off for me, my brand anyways. But I can show you after that, how I kind of transitioned and started coming up with more different designs. This was a more illustrative design that I came up with. It's a lot more vector based, a lot more simplified, a lot more graphical with the line thickness. And again, this is all kind of driven by the advice that Jim was giving me from the States. And then this year particularly, I started going a bit crazy and producing work like this. Now it's more concept art oriented because that's so far during university has been where my work's kind of been progressing. But as you can see, again, I kind of maintained the style of the vector art, but you can see the details in this using digital tablets and digital work and stuff like that. And as well, trying to maintain a lot of color in my work, because I think that's very typical of kind of skate art. But if I try to show some other things, this was a shoe commission I did for the Vans store in Bournemouth. It was like a promotional event, basically. They had a ton of skate artists come up and enroll in a giant exhibition, basically. Where they supplied these giant size 66 Vans shoes and put a series of them up in the shop and had a load of people around and made waffles with typical of the sole on the shoe. But they wanted, again, this kind of very graphical, very colorful, cartoony kind of skate style, basically. Again, with the very thick black lines and the very bright colors. And this was the back side of it. You can see that as well. And here are some of the other pieces of work I've produced as well. These are more things at university that I produced. So again, kind of poster-based skate pieces and stuff like that. Particularly always focusing more around kind of the monster side of things. That's, for me, what's always kind of been inspirational. And again, I kind of grew that off of Jim. Kind of the creepy fantasy based kind of art I've always been really inspired by. This was one of the recent projects that I was doing with a seahorse on it. And here's another poster that I did as well. So yeah, that's it. This was more concept art based with the background and stuff like that. But again, trying to maintain those colors. And that's it.
Wow, that's brilliant work, Zach. That's really cool. Really good work in there. So, what are your plans and thoughts now moving forward?
At this point, it's continuing at university. I'm hoping that next year the pandemic might be a bit easier to go into the uni and actually start producing work more in person, if you know what I mean, and kind of interacting with a lot of people, because this year's been very different. But yeah, continuing my second year is probably going to be the plan. Going into third year as well, and then after that, maybe possibly doing a master's in illustration. But I'm going to use those years to still kind of figure what type of art I want to do, because again, illustration is very, very easily manipulated. You can do a lot of stuff with it, and you can send it in a lot of different ways. You can do movie art, you can do skate art, you can do just small little illustrations, you can do iconography, you can do everything basically, and it's just me trying to find my niche at the moment, if you know what I mean, and developing my skills and developing my style, and that's it. That's so far what I've all got for the plans for the future.
Well, that's great. Where are you thinking of doing your masters, Zach? Sorry.
Still going to continue doing it at Bournemouth. That's the plan.
And you enjoy it down there, do you?
Yeah, absolutely love it. It's amazing. Absolutely love it at Bournemouth.
We're doing. Have you ever been to Camp Bestival?
I don't think I have. No.
We've just been asked if we'd considered helping put some ideas together for a massive stand at Camp Bestival this summer. It's a really good festival. We've got some great acts, and it's just brilliant, because it's brilliant for a kid's level. It's also brilliant for a grown-up level as well, if you like. If we get that together, do you fancy coming down and helping us out? Do some artwork, and we could pay you a little bit to help out, probably. Is that cool?
Possibly, yeah. Sounds really good. Thank you.
We can do some emails on that, yeah. But I know the University of the Arts Bournemouth get involved most years on that. But we've actually hopefully going to be doing a massive feature area there, all about creativity and art. But it'd be great to showcase you there.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Nice one. All right, man. Well, it's really great to talk to you. I mean, what do you think has been key to your success? Because you are successful. You're doing collaborations. You're designing skateboards. You've done Vans shoes. I mean, what's been the secret for your success, do you think?
I'd say staying inspired is probably the main one. Always keep collecting a visual library. Always keep producing work. Never have like a gray zone or a gray area. Like one of the main things that a lot of artists come into these days is something called a creative block, and that's where they can't come up with ideas, or they don't particularly find something that they're producing to be that interesting. So what I recommend is going off and trying to absorb as much material as possible, basically anything that you love. And for me, that was looking at skate artwork, skate magazines, playing games, watching movies, like all these different things have influenced my work very heavily. And it's just keeping all of the ideas in your head fresh and just getting them down on paper, just getting stuck in. I think that's the best bit of advice I can give. Always just staying inspired.
Absolutely brilliant.
Always staying motivated.
Absolutely brilliant. I mean, obviously your father's been a massive influence. I'm sure there's a massive shout out to him. What thoughts do you have looking back at your education and your schooling there with Mr. Spracklin and the team at Prince of Wales?
What do you mean?
I mean, what thoughts do you have looking back to schooling and what role that played in your inspiration and setting you up? Because it's a very unique education that Gary offers there, the inspired to learn approach to education. What do you feel it's helped you?
Yeah, massively. Like he helped out an absolute ton, and again, like set up a load of things for me when I was younger. But it was very good because they noticed my interest in what I was doing very early on. And this is like something I think as well that people have got to get right these days. If a kid like finds on shows like a massive particular interest in something, like proceed to push that and guide them in that way. And for me, I remember it was a mini beast project. I produced a drawing of a tarantula because I love spiders, I love bugs and stuff like that, right? And afterwards it was slowly like turned into one of those things where they were like, all right, we can tell that I like this. They can tell that I'm really interested in it, and I'm also like producing work that's weirdly to a high standard. Keep doing it, and they kept pushing me, and that's exactly what I needed. I needed that little like nudge, little boost. And Gary did exactly that. He gave me all these opportunities, and I was able to do that. And as of recently, another amazing thing he allowed me to do was paint a wall mural, or a 2-part wall mural for the ecosystems in the front entrance of the Prince of Wales School, which was an amazing opportunity. Like I absolutely loved it.
I've seen
it was
that.
a massive
piece of work. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it, but it was a massive project, like a yin and yang type scene with like a crazy dark, polluted side and a very beautiful, pretty kind of like colorful light side, unpolluted side. And again, that was an amazing opportunity, but it was so like adverse to what I'd usually do. It like massively pushed me out of my comfort zone and made me grow as an artist. But at the same time, like I enjoyed it, if you know what I mean. But again, he kind of gave me that nudge, and that's what I needed.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, it's been fantastic. I mean, how do you see your future, Zach? I mean, you obviously get your BA, you hopefully get an MA. Where do you see your career going? Where do you want this all to take you ultimately? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I know it's a horrible thing to say. I never like people asking me that, but where do you see your future?
So at the moment, like, my art particularly has been taking more of a turn towards concept art for more games and movies and stuff like that. It's just how it's been recently. And I kind of like, I've always loved those kinds of things as well. Like, those have influenced my work. So maybe working for like an indie game company or something like that in a city, like a smaller company, and kind of just like working myself up the ladder, kind of getting my name out there, getting my work better well known and stuff like that. I think it's like a big key into it. But that's it so far. Like, it's one of those like really weird things to think about, because there's so much stuff I can do. I just don't 100% know, if you know what I mean. It's quite difficult to plan super far ahead in terms of illustration. But that's what I want to do for the time being, I think. Just keep doing what I love, basically. That's
Fantastic.
That's
Well, you're very, very lucky if you're able to do that. And that's the beauty of art college, isn't it, really? It gives you that opportunity to develop your skills and to develop that skills. So thank you so much. Really appreciate you joining us today, Zach. It's been absolutely wonderful. Really has been great to get you on the line. It's a shame you didn't get a webcam going, but it's not the end of the world. We saw your art, we heard your voice. You know, as I say, once we've seen your mouth move, we've seen your mouse move. So thank you so much.
Awesome.
I don't know if you saw that film. I'm just going to flash back again, I think, to the film that we did with Gary Spracklen down there at Prince of Wales, a wonderful school where they believe that children need to be inspired to learn. This is our golden generation. You're the testament. You're the proof of that point. So thank you so much for joining us today, Zach, and we'll be in touch very soon, hopefully. All the best now. Bye-bye.
Sounds amazing. Thank you very much. Cheers.
I'm trying to think why that's not playing very loud. Let's have a look. I can get that to play a bit louder than that. Why can't that? Why isn't that playing? Because... Oh, why is that? Why has that gone all quiet? Oh, here we go. Haha, roll the camera.
So welcome to the Prince of Wales School here in Dorchester, a school where we are all inspired to learn. We believe that we're working with a golden generation, and we're not coming back here, we're moving forward together.
20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
0 hour, 9 a.m.
Tower clear.
We got a roll program. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by
Altitude's 2 miles.
and I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man that think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Burning out the fields of Liverpool.
I am burning my fuse up here alone at the moment. I must admit, I'm literally at Ludlow Fringe. Everybody's gone home. I am live and direct here in a camper van in Ludlow Castle Square. My son's just got the train back to London. My mum's just running back down there. And I'm trying to connect with the guys at Hereford Skate Park. Hereford Skate Park is a very, very special place, run by, well, not run by, but led, I think is reasonable to say, by a guy called Jay. And I'm hoping to get him on the line from Hereford Skate Park. There is a skate park in Ludlow, up in Sandpits. We didn't really manage to get around there to connect with the guys up there, but we're here all week, so we can do some other stuff. I just wanted to make the most of this and to make the most of this moment really of what we're trying to do here and basically connecting our kids with their art, communities with schools, just creating some connections here today. And here we are at Ludlow Fringe in Shropshire. The second week, I think it's just finished. Is it the second week it's just finished? No, first week's just finished. That's 1 week down. Gosh, we're here all this week, and we'd love to see you. We'd love to see you here. So do pop over and join us here at Ludlow Fringe sometime this week. Here we are on a cardboard Glastonbury pyramid stage, believe it or not, live and direct in Shropshire for Ludlow Fringe. We are in contact with the guys down in Hereford. We're just trying to get their video connection set up. It's a little bit of a hiccup, I'm afraid. So we're hoping we can get that going any time now. Until then, we're just going to hang out here. Let's just see what's going on. Yep. Okay. So we're live streaming out. I'm just going to hold it for a moment. We'll just keep that image up there while we get this running. We don't need to run any more videos for the sake of it. Let's just keep this together. So I've just created a Zoom room for them, so I'll paste that in there. And this is real time. Most people have a production team of about 20 people doing this. So let's put this in here. Okay, there's our Zoom room for them. Okay, that's cool. So let's go. Okay. I can't type and talk, I'm afraid. A bit tricky. There we go, that should work. So if I click on that, that's worked. Okay, good. So that should work now. We should have them on any moment. So yeah, what's coming up on our screen? We are here on this cardboard pyramid stage. Just the other day, actually, we were up in Ludlow Primary School. Had a fantastic time up there. Might be able to show you a few video clips actually. We built the cardboard pyramid stage up there for those guys. There it is. It should be. Oh, it's not that. Don't want to see that. No, not that. That was the wrong one. This is one I wanted to see. There we go. So there's the cardboard pyramid stage. Just can't make it up, can you? Absolutely fantastic. Really, really fantastic. Lots of footage of this cardboard pyramid stage on the playing fields down there at Ludlow Primary School. And the kids absolutely loved it. I mean, it goes without saying, that's the deputy head teacher there, Miss Grant. She's absolutely loving that. And yeah, really, really, really cool. Everybody's having a great time. Inspired to learn. Kids are inspired to learn, and that's where we are today. We're here we are here on our cardboard pyramid stage. We're waiting to connect with Hereford Skate Park. Jay down there at Hereford, super guy. He does all the skate parks and stuff for. Why did I play that again? I don't know. He does the skate park production for Glastonbury and Camp Bestival. He runs a mobile skate thing. Absolutely fantastic. So hopefully we can get those guys on. Let's just see. Let's just type in. This is where you need a bit of music lined up, isn't it, really? You can just run in the background. That should work. Okie. So we can cut to the actual live scene outside our minibus, outside our camper van. Green screen and a trailer, cardboard model of Ludlow's Church. And we're all set to go. Yeah, what we've done actually, we're going to probably go down to Ludlow Brewery tonight and see Mark Thomas have a bit of a belly laugh. That would be nice, to see. Very, very special day today, lots of connections, lots of people coming in to see us. It's just been really great, really, really great. In fact, there was some this morning. I wonder if my videos have all been uploaded. That'd be interesting. Let's just see if my videos are up in the cloud, because I had a very special moment this morning. I've got to tell you. Very, very special. Let's just see if these guys, they're not in yet. Yeah, this is like watching paint dry probably, isn't it, at the moment? Gonna have a chat with Jay and the guys down there in a few minutes. Hopefully we'll get them on the system. And yeah, he's a super guy. What they're doing, well, I'm not going to spoil it. We will get him up, I'm very sure of that. Okay, so today's videos haven't uploaded. That's a shame. Why hasn't that happened? Maybe because it's not on a Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's just been on video. Okay, on mobile. So are they going to come on? Let's have a look. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to mute the microphone. Just cut to our film, the Steamco film, while we're waiting. We're all born artists. The problem is to remain an artist as we grow up. That was Pablo Picasso. And I think we've got to help our kids, all our kids, aim high in life. Not just high, but higher than high. We've got to help our kids find their passion, their art. So I'm Nick Corsten, I'm just a dad, I'm co-founder of Steamco. One day maybe I'll be the CEO, I don't know. So Steamco is a non-profit community enterprise that helps connect our kids with their art and our communities with their schools by running creativity days. And we want to get the whole community involved. We want people who've had kids, not had kids, got kids, whatever, to come and work with us to help us run these days.
It's magical.
What inspired me? Well, I saw a talk by Sir Ken Robinson. I read half a book called What's the Point of School? On what we should be teaching our kids. And I went to Camp Bestel, which is really a Glastonbury for kids. And I thought, I want this in my kids' school. I've got a lovely little film my dad gave me of me when I was 1 and him with my first ever train set. And I show that to kids in schools all over the country. And how my dad gave me the greatest gift. He gave me my art. Because art is what we call it when what we do might connect us to somebody else. So art could be painting, it could be photography, it could be cooking, it could be coding, it could be dancing, it could be design, it could be DJing, it could be robots, it could be rockets. The fun, the excitement that we have making and firing rockets in schools is to be seen, to be believed.
This is the best day of my life.
This truck contains everything you need to run a creativity festival in a primary school. 30 coding kits with the BBC Microbit. We've got rocket making kits.
We do cardboard challenge. We can do the egg drop. We've got a t-shirt printing machine so we can print I Love Art t-shirts. So the kids design their own logo, take a selfie. We've had thousands of posters of those done. That's with JR, French street artist JR. So we've got communities all over the country designing I Love Art logos, taking photos, and we sent them off to JR, and he's printed 1,000 of these off for us, which we're fly posting all over the country. So in lockdown, we got an Arts Council grant and we built a green screen TV studio. We've been live streaming events all summer. We did a 3-day Glastonbury event where we built a half-sized pyramid stage from cardboard and code and ran 3-day events. We had Martin and Gary Kemp. We had Glenn Matlock from the Sex Pistols on stage alongside community artists, dads and their kids. And we had a young lad from Leeds called Lenny who played his piano on stage, all virtual. And that's what we want to do. Lockdown's not going to lift in a hurry, and we're running festivals from a spare bedroom here in Paddington, but we need people involved. We want people to collaborate for creativity.
I think they're doing fantastic work with Steam Club.
For me, collaboration is everything.
Elton John gave me the greatest gift. Actually, he made a film, I don't know if you saw it, with John Lewis, where basically he tells the story of how he was given a piano as a kid and worked hard and made literally $1 million. I saw that film, ripped it off, put our own subtitles on it, and Elton John retweeted it. It had 50,000 views in an hour, and I went on a 2-week UK tour from Cornwall all the way to Carlisle, showing that film, showing my train set film, talking to kids about art and creativity, letting off rockets, and inspiring schools across the country in our 12 days of Creative Christmas tour.
You've inspired one little boy in particular, a very quiet boy, and as that rocket shot into the air, we heard the words blast off come out of his mouth.
Innovation, technology and dreams rocketing up to the sky.
The state education system, we have a lot of people feel it's been narrowed and narrowed and narrowed, focusing on teaching and testing of highly academic subjects, which are important, which are right for some kids, but it's not for everybody. And some kids come out of the education system literally broken. 9 out of 10 schools in Britain have reported cutting the arts in some way or another, which is a real tragedy. And we're going to lose that cutting-edge creativity that made Britain so famous. Creativity is Great Britain, after all. The ideal future for me would be a whole load of these trucks on the road with passionate, enthusiastic, committed, creative people, helping connect kids with their art and communities with their schools all the way across the UK. As Albert Einstein said, imagination can take us anywhere.
Hello. Anything happening? Yeah. Hello, there's something happening.
Well, here we are in Ludlow at Ludlow Fringe Festival. We are live and direct, believe it or not, in Castle Square. We're juggling and jiggering around with all our tech here, and here we are on a cardboard pyramid stage in Castle Square.
Yeah.
And it looks like we've actually got. Looks like we might be able to go live any minute now to Hereford Skate Park. I think Jay's over there. Jay, turn your phone widthways, mate, and then we'll get you up on the screen here.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you. Let me just get visuals up. And so here we are on our, whoops, I've lost my camera now. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna have to reset my camera somewhere. Come back to that in a minute. Dear. So I'm not alive. Let me get Jay up. Where is he? There he is. Is your phone on screen lock? I think your phone's locked, Jay, so when you turn it, it goes sideways. Can you get them to turn the screen lock off?
Is your phone got a screen lock on it? Yeah. Yeah, go on. Hang on. Somebody who knows what they're doing is just coming to have a go at that.
Well, you can't be good at everything, Jay.
Where's it gone?
What's your language, Al?
Oh, sorry. No, wrong one. Boy, that's it, eh? They've stopped it.
No, we haven't. We're here. Can you hear us? Hello?
Up to speak. There you go. Talk now. Hello?
I've lost video on you now. What's happened to your video?
I don't know.
That's it.
There you go.
Right.
We're back online?
We are back online. You are live on Castle Square. What do you reckon to our pyramid stage, Jay? Can you see that on there?
No.
Have you not got any visual at all?
Yeah, you got it like a still. No, just got a still picture.
Oh, hang on.
To work out what it is. I think it's probably an aerial. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, just got a still picture. Yeah, little. I see the pyramid stage. Yeah, cool.
So there's the pyramid stage in Castle Square in Ludlow, which you might know. And there you are on it. There we go. So
oh no! Oh no! No, I didn't sign up for this.
Your moment of glory. Stay with it. Stay with it. So Jay, so you're down there in the skate park down in Hereford, yeah?
Yep.
Tell everybody a little bit about the vibe down there, because I must admit I've found it really quite a special place. The sort of the values and the setup, and it's very community driven, isn't it? Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, we're not funded or run by the council. We're a charity and we own and run the park. We're Wheeled Sports for Hereford Limited, and we've been going probably getting on 20 years now. And one of the biggest sort of outdoor concrete skate parks in the country. But whereas most concrete outdoor parks are just built and then nobody sort of looks after them, you know, the ones that are built by the council tend to just be built and they walk away, leave them, and that's it. We've ongoingly look after ours. So we've got floodlighting on site, which is paid for by the users. That's like £3 an hour. You buy prepaid lighting tickets and put them in a cashless card reader. We've got a shop here on site and made out of two converted shipping containers, little skate shop and stuff to sort of fund it. And it's very much a sort of community project. We've got users of all ages and backgrounds, and it's very much a place where everybody just comes and gets on together. The one thing that unites everybody is skating, BMXing, scooting, roller skating. And if you're here to do that, it doesn't matter sort of who you are, where you're from, how old you are, or anything, then you're welcome. And that's very much the vibe here. It's quite a destination park. We get people definitely put it on their lists as one they want to come and
visit because it's very varied. We've got a proper backyard pool here, which is quite a rarity in this country, really tight and hard and difficult to skate, and then a couple of big bowls and everything else in between. And we're just in the running, just heard that we've got quite a lot of money coming to us through a bid that Hereford put in to massively increase the size of the skate park. So hopefully that'll all be happening fairly soon once we've had a chat with everybody and decided what we want and made a bit of a plan. We're hoping to pretty much double the size of the park, which will pretty much definitely make it the biggest outdoor concrete park in the country. It's about one of the few things that Hereford punches above its weight in is our skate park. We haven't got a lot, massive amount else going on, but definitely become known over more recent years for having a decent park, and that brings people here.
And do you feel the interest is there, that the council and everybody's behind you, and if so, why do you think they support you so much?
I think it just start. When we first started, it was a bit like, oh, well, people want that. Is there, use for that? And I think just as we've gone, the park has started off quite small. We've actually built the park in 3 separate phases, so the park's grown over the years. Then we've got electricity put in and the rest of it. And I think we sort of realised what an asset it is to Hereford. It provides a really good facility where a lot of people spend their time in a very creative and positive way. It brings a lot of people together. You got a lot of people here, from different backgrounds and ages who probably wouldn't, spend that time mixing together under other circumstances. So it's a real social leveler and stuff. And just, all these sports potential to be quite dangerous and stuff. Skate park, you've got to treat the park and other users with respect when you're using it. And I think that just rubs off in other ways as well. It's very much the ethos here is, if you're respectful and good with people, you'll get the same back. And that's one of the things that comes back from visitors is like they often say, oh, you go to some parks and the locals will vibe you out a bit. It's a bit like locals only. Whereas here, perhaps it's because Hereford's a bit of a backwater. We actually like visitors coming in, a bit of fresh blood, somebody new, somebody from a different area, chat to, see what's going on there. And that definitely comes back in that a lot of visitors say it's one of the friendliest parks for locals they've been to. Actually feel like they're welcome here rather than being vibed out. So I think that's a good thing.
Well, as you know, I've been down there a few times with my boys, and they've always felt very welcome. And they're not local by any means, but it's just a good attitude, isn't it? It's very much a community vibe you've got going there, isn't it? I mean, what's the tell us about the organisation behind the park, Jay?
Wheeled Sports for Hereford Limited. It was formed a long time back when Hereford had no park, and like most things, the hardest bit to get is the first bit. It took a long time to get the first bit of money to get started, but once we got the first bit and got going and you're on a roll, I think it then becomes easier because people, they don't, a bit more confident to give the money to an organisation that's already got a bit of a track record and they can see what you've done. I think they say the same about becoming a millionaire, that the first million's the hardest one to make, and after that it becomes easy. I wouldn't know about that myself, but it seems to have been that way with the park and fundraising and stuff. And then of course, once you get successful, all them local politicians who poo-pooed it all of a sudden, want to get their photo opportunity with the youth thing when it comes to election time, and all of a sudden, suddenly seem to be very much behind it, whereas before perhaps they weren't very interested. A little bit of self-interest there on their part, shall we say? But
well, they didn't get where they are. They didn't get where they are by not backing winners after they've won the race. How about that? Do you know what I mean?
No, but we just use that to our own. We just got to use that to our own advantage.
Absolutely.
Really.
I mean, you can play the politics until the cows come home. It doesn't actually get you anywhere, does it? It depends if you want to make difference or if you just want to sit around arguing. So
we're just very much about getting some money, spending it, just constantly trying to make the park as good as it can be. And we decided right from the start that rather than just sort of build a park and then that was it, it would continue to be an ongoing project with different phases, and we'd always be looking to the future to try and do more stuff. Sort of in happier pre-COVID times, we had a little art gallery going on upstairs in the boombox. we called the One Wall Gallery, where people could come and exhibit their stuff. And it was very much a gallery for people who wouldn't normally get their artwork into galleries, and very much sort of visited by people who wouldn't normally go to art galleries. So that was quite successful. So we're looking forward, when things get a bit better again, to opening that up again. The problem being at the moment that because it's all done in a converted shipping container, it's a very tight space. So hopefully we'll be able to get that open again fairly soon. Get some little art exhibitions going on again.
What's the connection between the art and the skate park? What's the thinking behind that?
It's just the two tend to go hand in hand, really. You tend to find a lot of people that are into skating, BMXing and stuff, are quite creative types, artistically and musically and stuff. So that was and Brian, who's been involved in the project right since early days, and very much so, is an artist, and he was very keen to promote the art side. I mean, we've got sculpture plinths here at the skate park. We've got two big concrete plinths with sculptures on them that were sort of funded separately, and we're very much sort of tied in with the local art college. I believe that they actually list the fact that that Hereford Skate Park is here in their prospectus, as it's an influencing factor in why people choose Hereford Art College over others. In the fact that there's a really good skate park here.
Really?
We've done a few collaborations with them. Did a thing called Boogie Box Nights, where they did massive projections onto the boom box late at night and stuff. So I think see a little film you're showing here that was made. Yeah, you can see there's the boom box there.
Superb, isn't it?
It's a
lovely
fair
skate
sized
park.
park.
It really is a lovely skate park, isn't it? I really like it. It's
Yeah, we've been involved in quite a few things. Like, we're quite a popular spot for people to use as a location. We a couple of years ago we did a big advert for the Co-op for national television and stuff, because the Co-op, we've got a local Co-op shop just down the road from us, and we work really closely with them. They're a 24-hour shop, and they sell our lighting cards to people and support us and stuff, and we work closely with them when we do stuff for other charities, when we have days where we do stuff for the Autistic Support Group and the Phoenix Child Bereavement Charity and things, and the Co-op help with food when we have events and the rest of it. We received quite a bit of money from the Co-op divvy cards and stuff like that. So,
Design and borders rely on orders. Your life's on the line for the fight's important. In these four corners there's nothing more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kennedy of the bamboo beat, sipping on Bombay Sapphire. I ain't got it. All these new streets, you're nothing but a gangster with a can of worms.
yes, yeah, we've done straight lessons as part of PE, as part of some school PE sort of sessions and stuff, and we've done quite a bit with the sort of exclusion units, having school groups of kids down, being excluded from mainstream school and stuff. It used to be quite often used to use as a longer term treat. They'd be able to come down the skate park for afternoon lessons and stuff. Do a local locals in and do skate, BMX, street lessons and stuff for them, and that's always good.
So it really is a multi-purpose community centre of sorts, educating a specific demographic. Not everyone is as old as you, I'm sure. I'm sure you get some youngsters down there as well. So it's really playing a part.
I think it's an absolutely fantastic facility. I drive past here every day. It's always well populated. There's always lots and lots of kids out here.
It's all run by volunteers, and it's all donated money from various organisations.
I'm surprised at all if I came here at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and there'd still be plenty of people out here doing the things that they enjoy the most.
There's a glue in that vibe, in that mix. Is that a reasonable way of looking at it?
Yeah, definitely. It's more than just that's the idea. it's a bit more than just a skate park. It's a bit of a community feel for a lot of people. It is the place
Because
where
we
they
had a
spend
whole
their-
bunch
where
of
they
young
spend
people who
where
wanted
they
a
spend their
skate
free
park,
time. And it's
and
where, where
so
their
it's
friends
become
are,
quite
lot
a
of
place
groups
for kids to
and
hang
stuff
out.
that hang in
And
together,
skateboard
don't
users
all
come
go
here
to
from
the
all
same
over the
schools
country.
necessarily, but this is where they meet up.
So
when
without
they're
further
out-
ado,
when they're out of
it's
school
my
or
greatest
college
pleasure
or
to
whatever, and
declare
spending their
open
spending their free time. I think it's an important space for people. I've been here for quite a few years now, seeing the kids grow up and done good things. I've had young lads, girls from here who've done really well. Started off projects here, like with companies or things in to do with skating or filming, a couple of lads who started off, 10 years old, making skate videos on their iPhone, and now they run really successful filming company, and they're doing national companies and stuff. They've got offices, premises, gone from strength to strength, and the tragedy really encouraging. I think it's just a space that enables people and just to be who they are and be good at being who they are.
That's a lovely phrase. I like that. I like that. Be who you are, be good at being who you are as well. And maybe try and make that who you are quite good as well. There's a lot of good things there. Is this film that we're watching now made by some of the truth?
Sorry, what's that? Sorry,
The film we're watching at the moment is made by the guys who've got a relationship with the park. I believe you didn't just draft them on the side.
Yeah, this is something prior to the full poles being painted for the co-op advert or whatever. Yeah, definitely.
Can you go out and show us the park now? Are you ready to go out and show the park?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe take us round it.
Okay. Right. Right, just gonna hop on the board and we'll try not to fall over and break somebody's
epic.
phone.
Live skating.
There we go. We'll go for a little ride around the park. This is phase 3. This is the last little bit here we call a ditch.
Hang on, I've lost you.
This
Hold
is
on
the
a
backyard
second.
pool. We've just had all the coping repaired on this, hence the keep out and the rubble in the bottom because it's got to harden up.
Hey Jay, I've lost you for a second. Hang on, I've lost you for some reason.
Here's some of the local usual suspects: Ben, George, some of our long-standing BMX regulars.
Jay, I've lost you. Hold on a second. Hang on. Why have I lost you?
Oh.
I've lost the
Hello?
video. I've lost video for some reason.
No. I'll have to find somebody who knows
the things that they enjoy the most.
Right? That's not me.
Don't worry.
Is it back again? No.
No.
There you go. Technology, not my strong point.
Don't worry, man. It's all good.
Lost the video. Yeah.
Which started way back in 2004. And it's really because we had a whole bunch of young people who wanted a skate park. And so it's become quite...
Yeah, there's the boom box. A few more of the usual suspects hanging out. And the bowls.
Nice.
These were painted for the advert on the TV a few years ago. Starting to
I
wear
don't
off
remember
now.
seeing that.
You see the floodlights which light up the whole park. People pay £3 for a prepaid card that puts the lights on for 1 hour. We don't make any money out of that. It just covers the cost of the electric. We've got no curfew on the lights, so they can be on at any time. We've had evenings in the summer when literally they've been on all night until it's got light again in the morning.
Wicked. All night skating.
Just showing you the. We'll roll around. Oh. See if I can find somebody who's actually good with one of these things. Do a bit of filming. Smile. Right. That's it. There we go, Hereford Skate Park. Come and visit. Everyone welcome. You're still there?
Hello, man, you there?
Yeah, still there.
All good, all good. Fantastic. It's a fantastic setup you got there, isn't it? Really amazing.
Yeah, it's certainly well used. I mean, you know, it can get really busy down here sometimes. Fairly quiet today. I think the weather's a little bit effy elsewhere, so it's keeping people from further afield away. I think I usually tend to find that's the case. Mostly fairly locals here today.
Oh, I see. The fair weather skaters aren't with you today, no?
Yeah. All right. Let's see what's going on up in the bottom. Right. Yeah.
Like a piece of cake.
Yeah. Nice. Come on. Go. I don't know. Go on. Yeah. Don't be shy. Nothing to worry about. You're only live in the centre of Ludlow. No.
Nearly pulled it off. Nice one, Jay. Well, thanks for that. That was wicked.
No problem at all. You're more than welcome.
And you do Glastonbury Skate Park as well and Camp Bestival in previous years, haven't you?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, for 20 odd years now, I've been involved with Glastonbury. We take a big wooden park there and build it in the Greenpeace field, and then do lessons and pro demos and stuff like that. Yeah, would normally be there now. That's normally my busman's holiday, my holiday for the year. So sort of missing that a bit, really. That's but hopefully be back there next year.
Well, maybe being on a cardboard pyramid stage in Ludlow Castle Square is a poor second imitation, eh? You didn't have to leave the house for this one.
Well done to you.
Well, we do what we can, bro. Do you know what I mean? We do what we can. I mean, you've got concrete. I've got a bit of cardboard today.
Right.
And as we speak outside now, this is the scene outside. I've got a couple of dads making rockets with their kids, firing rockets outside my camper van on that green screen there. So we've had people in front of the green screen as if they're on Glastonbury stage.
Ah, cool. Yeah, excellent.
So we had an accordion player. We had some kids doing some readings. Yeah, a little few bits and pieces. Been keeping it low profile because there's a lot of stress with this, and I don't want too many crowds turning up. So we're keeping it calm, keeping it quiet. All right, man. Well, it's great to see you again. And once this nonsense is all over, we'll have to swing by and see you properly. Do a little event up there or something.
Cool.
I'd love to
Good
build on the
speak
vibe
to
of
you.
this.
Good luck with all your rest of your events and stuff. And
Nice one. Thanks
Yeah.
very much, Jay. There at Hereford Skate Park. I'm going to run the co-op ad actually now. I've got the co-op ad lined up. I've never actually seen this, believe it or not. I love the co-op stuff.
sausages.
Is it sausages?
Sausages.
Is it? It's a sausages ad, is it? Hilarious.
Sausages.
Nice one. Cheers, Jay. All the best, buddy.
Put a
Bye.
into it and the juices just
Bye.
flow. That's how you know a good sausage.
My mum makes it so nice. She seasons it with jerk seasoning as well.
I put some mustard on it, put a little bit of ketchup all over it, and I just munched that. What's better than buying your favourite food and also supporting your favourite thing, skateboarding?
Our sausages are made with 100% British meat, and when our members buy them, a share goes towards local causes, like the Hereford Skate Park. Co-op, it's what we do.
Oh, that's a classic, isn't it? I must admit, I'm a big fan of the co-op in terms of its values and principles, and they've been very generous to us over the years. We've
mate. That's
helped out.
Our world was enormous.
I've got to get rid of these guys now. How shall I do that? Let's just kill the audio there for a start. There we go. And now they've gone anyway. That's good, so I can get rid of that. So I'm going to wrap it up at that now. We've had a great day here at in Castle Square in Ludlow. Our second day here, or second and a half day really. Whoops, what's that all up there? Let's get rid of that. We've had a wonderful, wonderful day here in Ludlow Castle Square today and yesterday. 2 days for our #YourGlasto event. Really been great fun, really enjoyed it. Let's get rid of that. There. Oops, I should have got rid of that. Why didn't it? Oh, it's got rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Yep, and here we are. Just me and a stage and our art. Ludlow Fringe Festival, 1 week down, many, many weeks, 3 weeks left to go, so sure to be part of it. We're going to be popping around, we're going to be driving around Shropshire, doing some bits and pieces, just popping up, taking it as it comes really. Whoever have us, we'll have them, we'll stop. Tuesday night we've got the Art of Trains, Wednesday the Art of Rebels, that's subject to some venue change details which we'll be updating tomorrow. Thursday is the Art of Dads. Friday or Saturday the Art of Bikes, and next weekend we'll probably be back up here in Castle Square. So thanks very much for joining us this weekend. It's really been fantastic. It's been great here in the square. It's been great here on our big stage here in Castle Square in Ludlow. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for your interest. Thanks for your support. Thanks for all the contributions. Let's roll our little Sting video, shall we? Where did we put that? We put it right about here. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.